Undisputed.
You cannot count him out. I just told you.
Shocks the world.
Has his dream come true? Future star being born right before our eyes.
And still.
The stunner just dropped the monster. As smooth as you like. Complete domination by Tariq Osaro.
Champion of the world.
Tank will just boss you around if you let him. Out of nowhere. Are we about to crown a new champion?
It's the king.
Buckle your seatbelt, folks.
His reign over the division now dates back to April of 2013.
Welcome to the much-anticipated Glory 100 preview special. I'm your host, Todd Grisham. This is shaping up to be one of the greatest nights in all of combat sports, which will include, of course, a fighter many consider to be the greatest heavyweight of all time, the king of kickboxing, Rico Verhoeven, as he defends his title. And 3 other title fights are also going down in the light heavyweight, middleweight, and featherweight divisions. But if that wasn't enough, Glory 100 will feature 4 different one-night, 4-man tournaments. Yes, I said 4, with each winner qualifying for the year-end finals of Glory's last heavyweight standing. For now, let's take you back to Glory 99, where the year-long last heavyweight standing tournament kicked off with 32 of the world's best heavyweights in action.
What do you think, man?
Well, it doesn't get bigger than this. Kickboxing, we love heavyweights, and we got 32 of them tonight.
The biggest night ever in kickboxing history and the baddest tournament on earth.
Big, heavy right hand. Look at Farkas's right hand.
No, and again he hits it. It's down. Goes Farkas.
Come on.
No, and down he goes. Throwing the towel, and the Romanian flag will wave high as the tank Ian Udianku gets another KO win here in Glory.
He's going to have to pressure more this fight. And
Left hand on the button.
3, 4, 5, 6.
He doesn't look good.
the counter to that jab is the overhand.
Joey's walking right into that left hand, and he's down for a second time.
Great.
One more knockdown in this round, and it's over. And here it comes. They throw the towel in. That's it. The defining win of Sophia Laduni's Glory career.
Speed, fury, power combination for Milos to end the fight.
Milos Stratichani.
Slow it down. You can feel the effects almost, or see them rather. Oh, and down he goes! And he does not look good.
Yep, he's good. He's a fan.
That
Doesn't seem like he can mess with it right now.
There it is again. Let that right hand go, Benny.
And Benny has to fire out and counter if he can, but is he rocked?
He's down for a second time. Oh, and down he goes. Rajamjani has already put him down.
Something spectacular back.
Oh, boy. Out. It's over. Rajamjani, as easy as you like. A dominating, destructive performance.
And I love when Jamal throws those straight punches moving backwards.
Jamal Ben Sadim. The biggest night ever in kickboxing history.
Doesn't get bigger than this. Where it doesn't want to be.
Drops the hands for a second.
It's Hiraj Azizpol.
No, and again he hits it. And down goes Farkas. Hiraj Azizpor.
Yanut Yanku.
Iancu's lighting him up. No, and down he goes.
The Hammer versus the Tank. Anis Bougie. Austria, Anis Bouzid, Asadullah Nazapov.
Nasipov was sharp. Like, let's have some fun now.
On the beat, George.
Colin George has physically broken down Miroslav Vujovic.
Nico Horta.
I think Laidudi's hurt.
Dooney, I think the glory ring rocked a little bit.
It's over! What a victory! With a man nicknamed Big Sexy!
Milos Sveticevic.
He's letting his hands go! And Jim Caceres looks spectacular! Over and out!
Maury, the Black Ghost, Chroma.
Maury Chroma ends this fight in spectacular fashion!
Aline, the Beast, Nikita.
Nikita told us he's never been dropped, he's never been stopped. Oh, and that changes everything!
Astrid Gashi.
That left hook.
In a skinny jab. This fight is finished. Mahram Rajazadeh.
The nation. No!
Big time knee and this fight is over!
Tariq Cookie O'Haro.
Those combinations from Cookie.
We're just getting started.
Luigi Gashi.
Oh, that one got it good!
Sounded that was nasty.
Sofiane Laidouni.
That's it! The defining win of Sophia Lauduni's glory career!
Jamal Ben-Sadie.
Look at the Goliath! Bombs away! He only wants to win by KO.
Welcome back to the Glory 100 Preview Special. One of the reasons this night will be one of the greatest ever in combat sports is that it will feature 4 world title fights, and none bigger than in the heavyweight division, as Rico Verhoeven brings with him his astounding Glory record of 27 wins and only 1 defeat as he defends his title for a record 14th time. Undefeated in over 10 years, the king of kickboxing takes on former Glory light heavyweight champion and the winner of Dana White's Contender Series, Artem Bahitov.
The winner is blue corner, Rico Verhoeven.
Rico!
For me, it's a huge thing, you know. I've been with Glory since the beginning, and we made it to Glory 100. It's insane. We're over a decade in, and yeah, I'm excited. Still here, still grounding and pounding and having fun with it. So yeah, very, very, very proud of what we accomplished as a whole. So not just Glory, not just what I did, but just as the kickboxing sport in total.
This kid is a monster.
Not good. Overhand right, sends the knees down.
I think the Glory 4 Rico would say that, nah, that's crazy. That hasn't been done before. So that's so far ahead, and especially for the younger people, they're like, oh, 10 years is a long time. It is definitely a long time, but especially when you're in something and it just flows, it goes by so fast. I think the advice I would give the Glory 4 Rico is just keep having fun with it. I think Glory 4 Rico still had a lot to learn, and now I'm just doing this for me and for nobody else. I'm just having so much fun while doing it, and just improving and just getting better and just grinding. And yeah, I think that's the beauty of the whole process. So having fun while doing it, instead of just working towards that one goal of, hey, I need to become world champion, or I need to win this fight. Of course, that's a goal, but while you're in the process of getting fitter, getting better, and working on your craft, that's, I think, the beauty.
Verhoeven going in to finish the fight, and now it's Zimmerman coming back, and he's down.
What I'm most proud of is that we as kickboxers pulled the sport out of the mud. So I'm so happy that people got to see the beauty of the sport and the beauty of martial arts in general, because that's, if you look at the society today and of social media and influencers and everybody that's embracing martial arts, it's been amazing. It's been amazing from every part and side of the world. We've never been at this peak. It's on its all-time high. So, and I think it just keeps growing.
And still heavyweight champion of the world, Rico Verhoeven.
Провел несколько, там 4-5 боев, выиграл данный White Contender, прошел несколько сборов, но все равно, даже когда в карьере ММА я начал заниматься ММА, я всегда предпочитал все равно ударную технику, страйкер, страйкер всегда должен быть, поэтому я всегда, также боксировал, даже все бои у меня заканчивались досрочно, это все было в стойке. Сейчас, да, поступило предложение с боя с Рико. Мы этот бой уже давно, я скажу, давно хотели. В 2017 году, когда я являлся чемпионом Light Heavyweight, мы предлагали этот бой, объединить титулы, сделать двух чемпионов поединок, но как-то этот бой все был на уровне разговоров, и сейчас, спустя там сколько-то лет, да, много лет уже, этот бой Рико на протяжении многих лет уже не проигрывал никому. Один из самых доминирующих, возможно, самый доминирующий кикбоксер за все время в этой весовой категории. И выиграть у Рико, это, во-первых, будет, да, наследие такое, которое многие, да, в меня не верят. Многие не верят. И я как-то наоборот свык к этому, я привык к таким эмоциям. Даже я всегда говорю спасибо этим ребятам, которые в меня не верят. Это наоборот меня мотивирует, меня заряжает спортивной злостью. Мы видим план на бой, мы знаем план. Я верю, я уверен, у меня есть вера, я верю в эту победу 100%. Я засыпаюсь с этой мыслью, я просыпаюсь с этой мыслью, я тренируюсь. Все отлично, я рад вернуться в свое родное, забрать свои пояса и дальше будет видно. Но сейчас предстоящий бой, я буду готовиться к нему.
This opponent just like it, I don't know, it tickles me and it sparks something in me because it's a different challenge, and a challenge we haven't had before.
Да, сейчас Рика это, конечно, большой чемпион. Это уже много лет, на протяжении многих лет доминирующий чемпион, поэтому для нас это вызов. Я люблю вызовы такие, для кого-то, можно сказать, непреодолимые. То, что говорят люди, там, не верят в меня, это наоборот меня мотивирует на победу. Поэтому мы полностью отдаем отчет, что мы можем это сделать, и мы победим в этом бою. Я уверен, в своей голове есть план, который будем действовать и который доведет до победы.
Light heavyweights are doing amazing in the heavyweight tournament. This guy has been a light heavyweight champion for years and years, and I'm 100% sure if he would be in the tournament, he would beat a lot of these guys. I am taking this fight 100% serious.
The three remaining title fights, all are rematches. In the light heavyweight division, Tariq Kababez defends his title against Sergey Maslobodov for the second time in a rematch of one of the closest ever Glory fights back at Glory Collision 4. In the featherweight division, current champion Pech Panamarung goes up against Miguel Trindade in a title rematch from Glory 97 where Pech narrowly escaped with a split decision win. And finally, in the other world title rematch, Donovan Visa defends his middleweight championship against number one ranked Michael Boapea.
Boxes, I cannot fit in the boxes. Stop it. Quitting was never an option. Exhausted. This passion is never exhausted. And you cannot stop it. Nah, you cannot stop it.
Ik ben nu kampioen. En nu is de kunst kampioen blijven. Kampioen worden is niet makkelijker, maar het is mogelijk. Maar kampioen blijven is nog moeilijker. Iedereen jaagt op mij, iedereen noemt mijn naam. Laten ze allemaal maar komen.
I will show the people that 38 is a new 25. That's it. I feel really good, really strong, really energetic, really powerful, really motivated, dedicated, and still moving forward. You will see that.
The God in the so much he's showing me, shaping me, growing me, taking me sowing seeds. A growing tree, y'all get a load of me. Yeah, don't let them slow me. I get the bag like a grocery. I'm on my
You just need to go there and fucking smash faces. That's it. Sometimes like this. And that thing I'm gonna do to my friend Tariq.
Mijn grootste gevecht is gewoon mijn gewicht. Dat is mijn grootste gevecht, gewicht halen. Dus veel afvallen. Want ik ben van natuur gewoon een zwaargewicht. Ik loop ongeveer op 110.
We're learning new techniques. I don't like to promise. I like to do more than speak. But I will try to show some new skills, some things that people are not waiting from me, as well as the fat boy. He will wait one thing, but will get another thing.
De partij ga ik hem echt lesje leren.
What can I promise? That it's gonna be a blast. It's gonna be a bomb, and you're gonna see a real good fight. A fight with full of emotions, full of energy, and man, I will leave my heart there. That I can promise.
Ik ben een vechter die 5 rondes lang knalt en echt een show van maakt. Het wordt echt een hele gezellige, mooie avond.
So I think you're next, man. He's been very dominant. What do you think?
I don't even think I'm next. I know I'm next.
The first time I already won. This is the second time I'm going to win again.
Thank you for that fight, bro. Because you made the most out of me.
The first time he thought he was ready. He was shouting, I won the belt, I won the belt. Well, he got his shot, he lost. So the second time he's gonna lose again.
He wasted my time as he did the last time, and he did it again, you know? You know, you're wasting my time, and that's why I called him a waste man.
I know on the 14th, I'm gonna be the champion still, again, and always.
He's talking a lot of smack. I'm talking smack back, and we will see on the day when we have to fight. The first fight, he was a little bit smarter.
He said I was a little bit smarter. I was a lot smarter than you in that fight.
This time it's gonna be different, you know?
Vision of a fight, I have my vision of a fight. I won that fight.
Bro,
you know that I won.
Nobody said
you knew that I would win.
Nobody said you didn't win that fight.
I know.
I already gave you your props. You won that fight. You were the better man that day. But what I'm telling you is
every day.
What I'm telling you is
every day.
What I'm telling you is
every day I'm the better guy.
And then new, man, and new.
I'm going to win. I know I'm going to win. Already won.
Well, we've already broken down the 4 different 4-man one-night heavyweight tournaments, but wait, there's more. We've got 4 world title fights on the line, and to break those down, we welcome back in Bazooka Joe, Joseph Valtellini. Let's start in the featherweight division. It's a rematch from Petch's closest fight in years as he takes on Miguel Trindade again. What do you expect to see?
Well, I think of the big 4 title fights that we have, this is the one that I think I'm not going to say most excited for, because nothing gets bigger than that Rico Vakitov fight, but Petch versus Trindade has been a little bit of a build-up, which I'm excited for. They last met at Glory 97 in Japan in an 8-man tournament. And if you've seen Miguel Trindade in that tournament, it was something spectacular. Knocking out Haraguchi, knocking out Chad Collins, and then taking Petch Penamarung to a split decision is something spectacular. And this is why Miguel Trindade has become personally one of my favorite fighters to watch. He's spectacular, he's aggressive, and he loves to go for the kill and the big knockout. But that's a very difficult task when you fight someone like Petch. Petch now, to me, has got to be at the top of the pound-for-pound best kickboxers in the world. He's been so dominant with his Muay Thai style. You know what Petch is going to do? I feel this one is a great chance for Trindade to get the win, but Petch, the way he's been dominant and consistently dominating division, that's no easy task.
Yeah, Petch always seems to find a way to win. Let's talk about the middleweight world championship on the line. Donovan Wisa in another rematch against Michael Boapea. He wants to drop those bombs, Joe. Can he get the win in the rematch this time?
Well, I think for sure Michael Boapea can get it done. Since their last meeting, those two last met at Collision 6. That would have been November 2023. So since then, it's been Michael Boapea really gaining the momentum. Since their fight, Boapea has been on a 5-fight winning streak. His last 2 fights, he even moved up in weight in light heavyweight division, beating guys like El Buni, Latescu. That's massive. So momentum is in the favor of Boapea, but Donovan Wisa is a technician. And I talk about Petch and you talk about the Rico Verhoevens, but when it comes to one of the most technical kickboxers, you got to put Donovan Wisa there. He's sharp offensively, good defensively. He's just an overall technical kickboxer, and that's why he's one of my favorites to watch as well. But Boapea, his relentless, his pressure, his confidence, and that's what's going to give him a big shot. So Donovan Bisa better be well-trained and prepare for a different type of Boapea, because I haven't seen any fighter in Glory as hungry and as motivated as the Time Bomb.
So it's Suriname versus Ghana in that one, and another two countries squaring off for the light heavyweight championship. Tariq Kababez, the Dutch Moroccan, squaring off against Sergey Masloboyev from Lithuania. Masloboyev has admitted, hey, he's on the tail end of his career, but he believes he's got one more title run left in him. Does he beat the Tank?
Well, I mean, I think it's a very good shot at doing it. I mean, when you look at the structure of the two, Masloboyev's tall, he's built good, he's more of the technical fighter, but what the Tank has, he's got a mindset that very few have. I mean, he might not be the biggest, he might not be the strongest, but he definitely has one of the biggest wills to win. His combinations, his pressure, his power, we've always called him basically the Mike Tyson of kickboxing with his power punches and his low kicks. I think that will is very hard to beat, but when it comes to a technical fight, I think that's where Masloboyev has the edge. Can he take Kababez into those deep waters, push him, try to fatigue him, try to land those big shots? It's going to be tough, but I think Masloboyev has a good shot if he could really break that will of the Tank.
Well, we know Kababez, one of the fan favorites in Rotterdam, will be rocking to see if Tariq can retain his light heavyweight championship. Finally, the big one, the coup de grace, Joe. Rico Verhoeven defending his title for a 14th time. He hasn't lost in over 4,000 days in Glory, but Artem Vakhitov just might have the recipe to do it. Why do you believe the former light heavyweight champion can move up and beat the King?
Well, for me, this fight is all about movement versus pressure, right? We know Rico Verhoeven is one of the best pressure fighters in the world, high guarded, coming forward, but what Vakhitov does well is he moves well, he can hit and move, and that's the big key for him in here. He's got to be able to move around Rico Verhoeven and not be caught against the ropes and in the corners, but that's where he shines, especially with his run in the UFC and in MMA. In MMA, you learn to have to move. You can't just sit in the pocket in a high guard in MMA, so it's Vakhitov really working that movement in his MMA that can play a big favor for him. The other big question is Rico Verhoeven's power, his size. But we've seen with fighters in the past, a good example, a Gokhan Saki, someone who's really quick. He used speed and combinations to get the job done. So this is kind of what I see the biggest approach for Vakhitov. He's got to use his movement and his speed against the pressure and the power of Rico Verhoeven. So can he get it done? Absolutely. I think it's going to be a harder fight for Rico than people think, because he has to follow a smaller fighter around. He's got to try to match that pace a little bit, which is something different for Rico Verhoeven. But to dethrone the King after 4,000 days of being a champion, the amount of title defenses he had, the 5-round championship experience, you have to remember, while Vakhitov was in MMA doing the UFC run, Rico stayed true to kickboxing, gained momentum in the ring. He's done 8-man tournaments, defended his title again. So my heart wants to say Rico Verhoeven gets it done, but don't count out the Russian in Vakhitov.
You said your heart. What about your head, Joe? What do you think with your head for once in your life? Your head. You said Vakhitov can do it, but does he do it?
Nope. I think it's going to be a tough one, but my heart and head is telling me Rico Verhoeven. But let me tell you, it's going to be a tough, closer one than most people think.
There you have it, Joe. What about your elbow? How does your elbow feel? Does the elbow believe? I mean, the heart and the head go to... All right, never mind. All right, Bazooka Joe, Joseph Valtellini. Can't wait to see you in Rotterdam, my friend, and enjoy Glory 100 with you. Safe travels.
Likewise, brother.
What a night it's shaping up to be, and you can catch Glory 100 live on DAZN. Go to DAZN.com/Glory Kickboxing or GloryKickboxing.com. It's a night like no other. If you're a fan of combat sports, this is a can't-miss event. I'll be calling the action with my broadcast partner, as always, Bazooka Joe, Joseph Valtellini. Until then, I'm Todd Grisham, and I'll see you in Holland for Glory 100.
Feels like we talk about Glory a lot these days.
Adesanya.
Going to be a kickboxing extravaganza.
We're talking about baddest on the planet.
The most successful and decorated heavyweight in all of combat sports. The king.
It's time for glory!
What do you remember about the night you beat Alex Pereira?
New light heavyweight champion of the world!
Artem, you just announced that you are fighting Rico Verhoeven.
June 14th, Glory 100.
Huge fight. Vakitov is the cream of the crop. I am 100% watching.
It's going to be one hell of a clash.
The 16 winners from last heavyweight standing in 4 four-man one-night tournaments.
The Goliath returns to the glory ring. Jamal Ben Sadiq.
He's busting wide open.
Aram, the Golden Wolf, Rajazade.
3 more title fights.
The top event of Glory.
He will not get up. Busting him open. And he goes down. What a
26-1 in Glory, most wins in Glory history, undefeated in Glory since 2012 on a 25-fight win streak.
I'm the champ for a reason. June 14th, the king will retain his throne.
It is here, ladies and gentlemen, a landmark event. 13 years after Glory 1, this is Glory 100, and where else would we put it? The Mecca of kickboxing. We're in the Netherlands, in the second largest city in the country, at Rotterdam, at the Ahoy Arena, where so many of our fantastic events have taken place. And of course, tonight we are completely sold out for a 20-fight card, ladies and gentlemen, starting at 3 o'clock local time. We're going 8 straight hours. This is for all you kickboxing freaks out there, like the man to my left, the original Glory Hall of Famer, Bazooka Joe. You made your debut at Glory 4, and here we are 96 events later.
Well, I made it at Glory 6, close enough, but it was a fantastic career for me, and then to be here in this commentary booth for so many years, it's been a special moment. So 100 is really special to me, and I know a lot of fans back home are excited for the card.
As I mentioned, 20 fights tonight, 7 on our prelims, live and free. Let's take a look at what's going to go down. We have a tournament reserve fight to kick things off. The winner of this fight will step in case one of the entrants in our heavyweight tournament later tonight cannot continue. And also 2 pretty darn good super fights.
Oh, those super fights are going to be incredible. The one with Peposhi and Demir Kapu, that's for the King of Brussels, and they're going to scrap it out for that. But we know Peposhi, Mr. Fight of the Night, is ready to scrap. Then Tusashi versus Ozkaglayan, another fantastic matchup. Former teammates now meeting in the ring.
Ozkaglayan promising to give out one of his famous sleeping pills. All right, so also tonight, 4 tournaments in one night. 4 four-man heavyweight tournaments. You got to win 2 fights to win your bracket. In fact, the first 2 brackets will start on our prelims. Let's take a look at those specifically. Tournament number 1, Arazapur and Iancu on one half. That could be the fight of the night. And on the other side, Nasipov versus Bouzid. Who's your pick in this bracket?
Well, I think one of the favorites to watch out for has to be Iancu. I mean, Iancu, the Romanian tank, has just been spectacular. Has been a fan favorite from the way he talks on the mic to his fighting style. He comes forward, he can take a shot, but he's quick and fast for a big guy, and he can knock your head off. So I'm excited to see him and Arazapur scrap it out.
Iancu, a very big boy. That's why they call him the tank. But 2 of the heaviest, biggest heavyweights will be competing in tournament number 2. Best friends, well, I would say best friends, but really good friends tonight. They're just opponents. Colin George and Nico Horta, better known as Big Sexy. On the other side, a fantastic semifinal. 2 light heavyweights who've entered the tournament, and who could win this thing? Milos versus Jim Caceres.
Oh yeah, Milos versus Jim Caceres is going to be a fantastic matchup. Jim's been climbing the light heavyweight rankings for some time now, the way he's been finishing people, and Milos just spectacular all around, and his win against Kahab at 99 was something special. But I want you to keep an eye on Nico Pereira Horta. I mean, he's fought some big names, he's taken last-minute fights, but when he has time to prep, he's been incredible. Nothing bigger than his last fight against Rade Opicic. To knock out Rade Opicic the way he did was something special. So he's coming in here with a lot of confidence, and he's known for his dancing, his comedy, but he says, I want the fans to see me as a real fighter, and Glory 99 really showed that he's ready to go and win this tournament.
Yeah, you saw what he did to Rade Opicic. Nobody's laughing now at Big Sexy. Coming up at 6 p.m. local time, that's noon Eastern, it's the beginning of our pay-per-view live and exclusive on DAZN. It's Glory 100, Joe, and we have 4 world title fights.
Yep, and 3 of them are going to be rematches. I mean, Petch versus Trindad. Man, both of these two are spectacular fighters. Those who've been watching Miguel Trindad's just spectacular, fast, and you could knock people out as a featherweight, but Petch, the technician, keeps you away, manages his distance, and has been dominant for so many years.
Donovan Visa and Michael Boapea also a rematch. Tariq Kababez, this place will go crazy when he makes his ring walk fighting out of Morocco against the very determined Sergey Masleboyev. We'll talk more about Rico and Artem, of course, in just a minute, but let's focus in on the champions. You mentioned Petch, Joe, his 8th title defense, but Donovan Visa defending for the 6th time, passing Alex Pereira.
Well, I mean, Donovan Visa to me is the most technical kickboxer we have on the roster. He can do everything fantastic. The way his offense is, his defense, his countering, his slipping, he could adapt well. So Donovan Visa just continues to show how dominant he is.
Now let's focus in on the king of kickboxing, ladies and gentlemen. This man has done it all in the sport, making his 13th title defense. In fact, you won your title the same night Rico originally won his.
Yeah, back at Glory 17. And so it's been spectacular to see Rico kind of continue to grow and dominate the sport for over a decade, and that's why he's the GOAT.
This place is ready to see if Rico can do it yet again against Artem Vahitov. Much more on that fight throughout the night, but it's 8 hours from now. We got plenty of time to let that simmer, and you can watch Glory 100 live on DAZN. Go to DAZN.com/Glory Kickboxing or go to GloryKickboxing.com. Well, Joe, I think we've talked enough. We've got to save our voice. We've got plenty more miles to go before we sleep. So let's turn it over into the voice of Glory, Mr. Tim Hughes.
Hello, Rotterdam! Good evening, or should I say good afternoon. Welcome to the biggest night of kickboxing in the history of the sport, and we are so glad that you are with us tonight to help us celebrate Glory 100. As a gift to you, the best kickboxing fans in the world here in the Netherlands, we have a night of fights that is unprecedented. 4 four-man tournaments as we continue our year-long search for the last heavyweight standing. Plus, 4 title fights. Petch, Visa, Kababez, and of course, Rico Verhoeven will defend their crowns tonight here in Rotterdam. Our gift to you. So thank you for being a part of our celebration. Before we get our first fight into the ring, please help me welcome our beautiful Glory girls, Stephanie, Gemma, and Bella. Ladies and gentlemen, your Glory girls. Our first bout of the evening is a reserve bout in the tournament, with 2 young fighters getting ready to make their debuts. And the first one to make his way to the Glory ring at the tender age of 22 is Samuele Pugliese.
Well, he certainly looks focused and determined right now, Joe, but he was all smiles yesterday. He was beaming at the fact that he was going to be part of this card. He said, it came out of nowhere. I got the call, and I said, hell yeah, I'll be there.
Now, of course, he's taking the opportunity, but he's a young fighter. He's only 22 years old, but he's got a lot of confidence. He's got about 16 professional fights.
He's nicknamed the Animal for his style. If he gets hit, he'll take a shot to give one. So I'm excited to see this Italian make his debut.
He said he loves to race motorcycles and says, I'm a little bit crazy, I must admit. I like to live life on the edge. They call him the Animal, Joe.
Yeah, I mean, the way his fighting style is, it makes sense. He's got a beautiful left hook. And definitely as he gets older, I'm sure we're going to see him progress here, and he'll be, with the win, he'll be waiting backstage for a few hours to hopefully get a crack to get in the tournament.
His opponent has fought his way all across Europe and as far away as Abu Dhabi. Here is Yuri Fernandez.
Yuri Fernandez fighting out of Portugal. So too does Miguel Trindade, who we'll see later tonight, taking on Petch Panarong for the featherweight championship of the world. But Fernandez said, listen, unlike Pugliese, who was shocked about getting the call, he said, I've been waiting for this call. I deserve to be here.
I mean, just a few months ago, he had a win over Bogdan Stoica, which is all we know is a big Glory veteran. So there's a lot of confidence in this young man, only 24 years old. But a lot of talk about his style, his unorthodox style of mixing strikes, head kicks to different types of flying knees. A fun fighter to watch for sure.
Began kickboxing at the age of 8. His older brother did it, so he wanted to, but his older brother said, no, I'm not going to let you. So he started sneaking and going to a different gym than his brother.
Yeah, and he even said during a time during COVID, I mean, he really needed to support his family, so he thought about quitting kickboxing, and the best decision he made was to keep going, because look where he is at, Glory 100.
9 wins, only 1 defeat. Yuri Fernandez making his Glory debut. Fernandez won a bronze medal at the 2024 European Championships, and Joe mentioned that he beat Bogdan Stoica back in March, and that was a fight he was basically brought there to lose.
Oh yeah, and for him to get that win, and a lot of confidence in this young man.
So we're off and running, ladies and gentlemen. The first of a 20-fight mega card for Glory 100. Yuri Fernandez and Samuel Pugliese, who's 22 years old, 6'6", 225 pounds. Fernandez at a 5-inch height disadvantage.
When it comes to professional experience, both young in their careers. Pugliese 16, Fernandez 10. Both gentlemen with similar knockout ratios.
All right, here are the tournament reserve and semifinal fight rules. Punches, kicks, and knees are the legal strike. 1 knee strike is allowed in a clinch, then the fighter must disengage. 2 knockdowns in a round or 3 in the fight, and it's over.
Fights tonight will be scored using the following prioritized criteria, starting with knockdowns, followed by damage. Then it's the number of clean scoring strikes, but priority given to spectacular techniques, spinning attacks, jumping kicks, spinning kicks, and then if there's no clear advantage, judges look for the aggressor.
5 judges are scoring the fight tonight on the 10-point must system, and it will be open scoring. You will see their scores at the end of each round. So too will the fighters and their corner.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, this is a reserve bout for our heavyweight tournament tonight, scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds. And introducing first, fighting out of the black corner, he has competed worldwide from Hungary to China. He brings with him a record of 14 wins and 2 losses, 5 of those wins coming by way of knockout. At 6 feet 6 inches tall, 1.98 meters, he weighed in at fight time at 225 pounds, 102.9 kilos. Fighting here tonight from Genoa, Italy, here is Samuel the Animal Pugliese. His opponent opposite the ring and fighting out of the white corner is a bronze medalist from the 2024 European Championships. His young professional record is impressive. 9 wins versus just 1 loss. 3 of those wins coming by knockout. He stands 6 feet 1 inch tall, 1.86 meters, and he weighed in at 227 pounds, 103.7 kilos. Fighting tonight out of Portugal, ladies and gentlemen, introducing Yuri Fernandez. And the referee in charge of this bout, Yusuf Aknik.
Black corner, white.
Okay, fighters, you know the rules. I want to clear in a fair fight. Obey my commands at all time and protect yourself at all time, okay? Okay, touch gloves if you want. Take a step back.
Both men making their Glory debut, and it's a case of, Joe, they don't know what the night has in store for them, but they got to win this one first.
Fight!
This is our last heavyweight tournament reserve fight. The winner could be called into action later. Todd Grisham, Joseph Valtellini, ringside for Glory 100.
You see Pugliese just trying to set up his shots with that jab.
Fight!
Fernandez is going to have to try to get in on that reach advantage that Pugliese has.
Pugliese, the much more aggressive fighter, at least watching video of the two. Fernandez said, I'm going to use my footwork, slip the punches, and strike back.
Yep, good strategy here because you see Pugliese really wanting that jab. And Fernandez is going to try to find a way to slip that jab and come in.
Fernandez loves to stick his tongue out. You'll notice that when he gets hit or lands a big shot.
Fernandez bringing his jab to the body, most likely to set up overhands. Nice low kick.
Pugliese's competed already in China, Hungary, France, and Italy with his father Maurizio as his coach. High kick just misses from Fernandez. He gets it up pretty quick.
Oh, yeah. He's explosive. He loves his flying knees.
Nice shot there from Pugliese, and that buzzed Fernandez a little bit.
Yes, I like how Pugliese threw the body kick, then the left hook right away. He's known for that left hook. Nice jab switch kick. Mixing his combinations up.
So you've got Sicilian blood in you. How are things looking for kickboxing in Italy right now?
Well, I mean, we need big fighters. Last time we had Yuri Farkas come in here representing Italy. Now Samuele Pugliese, slowly growing. Pugliese's looking sharp with his strikes. Fernandez still hasn't found a way to...
He's trying to figure him out.
Yeah, trying to slip off. But pretty good distance management from the Italian.
This building will be sold out. Oh, straight left down the pipe. Pugliese with a flying knee.
Yeah, beautiful. Switched his stance there for a bit, went southpaw, found the left straight.
I was going to say this will be sold out tonight, but only the hardcores are here right now. Still looks like we're about 25% full.
Fight!
And just remember our new clinching rule here. Once you engage in a clinch, you get one knee, then you have to back off. You can't sit in a clinch.
Big overhand fight for Fernandez, and that may have swung the scoring in this round.
Yeah, that's easily the biggest shot so far of the round. Oh, the scissor knee.
And Pugliese not showing good body language. And I think Fernandez stole it in the last 20 seconds.
I think so, and I loved how he ripped the body there, too. Very good IQ striking there from the Portuguese fighter. There's when Fernandez went southpaw. He stepped outside the lead leg like he's supposed to, then came with a flying knee. A couple inches away from Pugliese's chin.
It was the body shot right before the bell that I think still hurting Pugliese.
Yeah, Fernandez definitely knows he has the body open now. Has Pugliese guessing the levels. There's his father, Maurizio.
Seconds up. Seconds up.
So maybe Fernandez did figure him out. The first 2.5 minutes belonged to the Italian, but man, Fernandez turned it around quick. And all 5 judges give it to Fernandez.
Fernandez looking nice and loose, staying relaxed, waiting for his moments.
Ooh. Yeah, Pugliese just not as aggressive anymore. He's been backed up into a corner here.
Yeah, he has to stay away from those corners. This is where the reach advantage won't help him. He needs to stick that jab and try to move.
Spinning back fist. There's a tongue came out. Nice body shot. Pugliese with some success.
Yeah, he ripped the body there himself.
Second one, don't hold too long. Yeah, second one, last one.
Yeah, Pugliese getting warned again for holding on the clinch too long. It's one strike only, one knee, disengage.
Good low kick from Fernandez.
I like how they're mixing their strikes. You're seeing good level changes.
Watch out.
A lot of kicks mixed with the
Fight.
boxing. Fernandez
Time
with
stop.
the knees.
Mitchell corner. Watch out. Huh? Okay? Yeah, that's okay. Okay. Time. Yeah. Fight!
Nice jab to start things out.
There's that tongue out that you called.
Yeah. Pugliese trying to fight in a burst here. But Fernandez much more judicious with his shots. And he's more accurate.
Oh, I think we got a point.
Time stop. Come to me. 1 minus holding, clinching. 1 minus clinching.
Well, he was warned the two times.
Yeah.
That's
he was
pretty
warned
quick.
verbally.
Blue, white.
But I mean, you got to set a precedent. It's the new rule. I mean, I agree with maybe a little quick, but one strike, disengage.
So this makes the mountain even taller to climb for Pugliese after losing round one and being docked a point here in the second.
Pugliese's going to have to start putting in some power combinations as he eats a little.
Oh, he got clipped, and there went his legs. Pugliese might be in danger of getting knocked out here.
Oh, double flying knee from Fernandez.
Oh, and a big right hand sends Pugliese down.
1.
Looked like he
2,
spit Pugliese open,
3,
too.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay? Okay?
He's going to
Time stop.
continue.
Doctor.
We'll have the doctor take a look at him, and he could certainly use this respite.
You come this
Yeah,
way.
I mean, the good thing is the cut's underneath the eye, so it won't blur the vision. But great combination work from Fernandez. From the double flying knees to the big overhand. He's found his rhythm. Oh, that's a big cut. Yeah. Those knees are like knives if they connect to that face. Look at
And
that
they've
damage.
waved it off. A TKO win for Yuri Fernandez. Pugliese will argue it, but man, considering he was down a point for the holding, a point for the knockdown, and he lost the first round, better they cut it.
Yeah, I mean, he's only 22 years old, came in on the big stage, brought the fight there to Fernandez, so some praise going to Samuele Pugliese, but Yuri Fernandez's night, he looked impressive. The way he mixed his strikes, his spectacular offense, he just kept bringing different types of attacks. That scissor knee, just perfectly timed. You see his eyes, he reads a little bit, then just came with that nasty overhand right.
Yeah, the knee split him open in the right hand.
But look, he stays patient, he looks, he reads, and then counters. You see Pugliese open up with the left hook, but Fernandez just drove that right overhand in the middle and just bang. What a shot.
Wow, and credit to Pugliese for getting up and wanting to continue, but the damage was done.
Yep. I mean, his strike was the flying knee.
And who knows? We might see this man again later tonight.
You start thinking about some of the other heavyweights, you start getting excited.
What a glory debut for Yuri Fernandez, who's now 10-1 with 4 knockouts.
And even seeing him all fight week, we're almost surprised how, dangerous and how tough he is. Looks just like a regular guy.
Yeah.
chilling, happy.
Unopposed
Killer.
Yeah. You see Jamal Ben Sadiq walk into a room, Rico walk in a room, and then him, you're like, is he getting his coffee or what's he doing here? Let's send it into Tim.
Ladies and gentlemen, you watched it as it happened. Our ringside doctor has waved off this contest with an official time of 2 minutes and 43 seconds of that very first round. It's ruled a technical knockout for your winner, Yuri Fernandez.
Want to thank our partner RD Dubai, and because of them, Yuri Fernandez has earned a finish bonus for Glory 100. And he's celebrating. Dance it out, man. You know you've had a good night when you dance on the way in and you dance on the way out.
Yep, I like it. Good personality, good character. Let's see what's in store for him.
You know, we had a little friendly wager earlier about how many knockouts we'd see tonight. And I said 9. You said maybe closer to 6 or 7.
6 or 7. Huh? You're starting off good. Is that what you're telling me?
I'm 1 for 1, baby. Well, coming up next, this could be the fight of the night. 2 massive heavyweights. That is the Iranian Hammer, Araj Izazpour, and he'll be taking on the Romanian Tank, Ianut Iancu. Big, big heavyweight action. Someone's going down. You got to think that's next. Our semifinal from our last heavyweight standing tournament.
Undisputed.
You cannot count him out. I just told you.
Shocks the world. Has his dream come true?
Future star being born right before our eyes.
And still.
What a stunner!
Just dropped the monster. As smooth as you like. Complete domination by Tariqa Sara.
Champion of the world.
Tank will just boss you around if you let him. Out of nowhere.
Are we about to crown a new champion?
It's the king.
Buckle your seatbelt, folks.
His reign over the division now dates back to April of 2013. The biggest night ever in kickboxing history.
Doesn't get bigger than this. This is where it doesn't want to be.
Drop the hands for a second.
It's Iraj Azizpour.
No, and again he hits it. And down goes Farkas. Iraj Azizpour.
Ianut Iancu.
Iancu's lining him up. No, and down he goes.
The Hammer versus the Tank. Anis Bouzy. Oh my word! One of the fastest knockouts in Glory history. Anis Bouzy. Asadullah Nasipov.
Nasipov was sharp.
All right, rounded up, here we go directly into tournament action. This is Tournament 1, semifinal 1 for the evening, scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds. His first round knockout of Sihat Kapenik at Glory 99 sends into Glory 100 tonight. Please welcome Ianut Iancu.
Ianut Iancu, Joe. We saw the damage he could do in his qualification fight at Glory 99. This is a mean, mean man.
Yeah, and he's slowly becoming a fan favorite with everyone, from his style to his personality. he's just really fun to watch. And for a big boy, one of the most impressive things is his speed. And asking him about what he thinks his biggest advantage is in this entire tournament, he feels it's his speed and his mind. He's motivated, he's determined. He's got the team, the training, the dedication. So I'm excited to see what Iancu can do against Azizpour, another experienced heavyweight.
3 Glory wins, 3 of them by knockout, Joe. He doesn't like to go to the scorecards.
I mean, nicknamed that tank for a reason. Look at the size of him. He actually said he put on a little bit extra size for this fight. Signature strikes is his overhand punch, but the way he follows his combinations up is just really something nice to see from a big boy and a big heavyweight.
This man won his debut by second-round knockout in April. Here is Iraj Azizpour.
I guess they like Rocky Balboa in Iran, too.
Oh, who doesn't?
This man won his Glory 99 qualifier with a spinning back fist knockout. Joe, so many similarities between the Iranian Hammer and the Romanian Tank.
Yeah, this is why a lot of people are predicting this to be the fight of the night. Azizpour, that spinning back fist is on the money. It's explosive, he sets it up well, and both of these guys, if you were to look at them, you wouldn't think the speed, the power, the technique they have. But Azizpour fought all around the world at the highest level. But he's really motivated and excited to be the last heavyweight standing.
Iraj Azizpour, 70 wins, only 7 losses, 28 coming by way of knockout for this 36-year-old. Built like a brick house.
Oh yeah, that speed is something special too. The unpredictableness. As we mentioned earlier, he's fought all over the world, tournaments in China, that spinning back fist. Career wins over Roman Kriklia, Anderson Silva, Ishmael Lon. This man is something special to watch.
So here's our tail of the tape for our first semifinal of our last heavyweight standing tournament number 1. Azizpour, 6'2", 271. Iancu, 6 feet tall, 313, ladies and gentlemen.
When it comes to the professional experience, big edge going to Azizpour, 77 fights to the 41 of Iancu. Both gentlemen, good knockout percentages, averaging about 40%.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, this first of our tournament semifinals is scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds. Let's meet the fighters. Introducing first, standing on my left and fighting out of the black corner, a 3-time Romanian national champion. His record, 31 wins, 10 losses, 13 of those wins by knockout. Standing 6 feet even, 1.82 meters, he weighed in at 313 pounds, 142.3 kilos. He's here in Rotterdam tonight, fighting out of Craiova, Romania. Here is the Romanian tank, Ionut Iancu. Now introducing his opponent, standing on my right and fighting out of the white corner, an international tournament champion in China. As a professional, impressive 70 wins with just 7 losses, 28 big wins by knockout. At 6 feet 2 inches tall, 1.88 meters, he weighed in at 271 pounds, 123.3 kilos. Here tonight, fighting out of Iran, it's the Iranian Hammer, Iraj Azizpour. Your referee for this contest is Edward Stryker.
Okay, guys, listen, 3 rounds of 3 minutes. Yes, listen always to my commands and protect yourself at all times. Any questions? No questions. Touch gloves, back to your corner.
2 of the biggest men in this heavyweight tournament, Joe. The Iranian Hammer and the over 300-pound Romanian Tank.
Time! Fight!
Who do you have the edge to?
And I'm thinking Iancu, just based on his previous fights, being a little bit more comfortable in the glory ring. The younger fighter, 10 years younger.
Azizpour does have a 6-inch reach advantage. Let's see if he can employ that by sticking some jabs in his face.
Yep, Iancu's got good defense too. He high guards really well and then looks to counter with that speed I keep talking about.
It's like two video game characters that you created, right? Two butterbeans going at it. For those of you who remember the great Eric Esch butterbean from the boxing days, he did a little kickboxing.
I don't think it went well for him, did it?
I don't think he threw too many kicks.
Just takes any second to see any explosion here, so they need to be careful.
Neither one wants to get caught on the way in.
Yep. Or create too
Okay,
much
guys,
damage.
fight.
That's sometimes the big mistake fighters make, is they, in their semifinals, they don't push enough, and then they lose the first fight. There isn't no second fight.
Yep.
So you got to win this one and go to the finals. Can't wait too long.
Razpour caught him with a check hook there to slow Iancu down. The Romanian. Just feeling each other out. I thought we were going to have a car crash in this fight.
It's going to happen. I just feel like it's waiting for that moment. Iancu with a good calf kick. Azizpour back with one. Like, I can throw him too.
Boy, those calf kicks are going to feel really sore in a couple of hours while those guys are waiting for their next fight.
Yep. The calves take a long time to heal.
Ooh, right hand for Razpour. Iancu just missed.
It's coming. They're slowly inching forward.
One punch landed in the right spot and it's over. Crowd expecting more, though. Everybody was really.
Oh,
there we go. There's a high kick from Razpour.
Nice cut down, too, with a good combination.
Two big bowling balls going at it here.
Azizpour with the knees now. Iancu's waiting in the corner, probably to counter out. He's going to blast out of that high guard. Well, he has to anyways.
Boy, Iancu really not doing much. Basically gave the round to Azizpour. Spinning back kick. Razpour starting to taunt him a little bit.
Look,
like a big brother.
He has fun in there, huh? He's just smiley, laughing, spinning with things. Needs to stay focused. There's that combination, boom, to the head kick. It even hit the back of Iancu's head. Those are damaging style kicks. Iancu just ate it. Iancu does a lot of training in Romania with Benjamin Adegui, Christian Ristia. Hope the boys are watching and doing well back in Romania. Sofian Maiduni.
The man who's facing Jamal bin Sadiq in the opening bout of his four-man heavyweight tournament later tonight.
Hey guys.
We were calling that one a group of death there.
Come on, inside. Guys, I want a little bit more action now, yes? More action. Hit. Fight!
A little less talk and a lot more action. That's a country song. Remember that one?
I do not.
A little less talk and a lot more action.
A little bit more urgency maybe on Iancu with his opening up.
There he goes.
Right overhand, left hook, right overhand.
It's like they're both standing on the edge of the high dive in the pool. Like, who's going to jump first?
Iancu has one of my favorite knockouts versus Murat Aygun. Feints with the right hand and this nasty lunging left hook. Put Aygun right out. Iancu trying to cut the ring off. Azizpour wants to circle. Back to the legs.
Still waiting for this fight to catch fire. We thought it could be a fight of the night. Oh, there's a left hook, a big one from Azizpour rather.
I feel that's what Iancu needs. He needs to be hit a few times. Like even with his previous fights against Kapanik, it's when he got hit a little bit that wakes him up. He'll egg you on to hit him, and then he just goes. He needs you to open up on him to find his counters.
Like even right there, he had the hammer backed in the corner and just wouldn't let his hands go.
He waits for Azizpour to throw so he can counter. A lot of his knockouts come off of counters. So off of that jab, he's going to throw that overhand. He's got to wait for something.
Good inside low kick. Some red markings on the outside of the left leg now for Iancu. Well, that body's wide open, isn't it?
But is it worth hitting it is the question.
Yeah, right. Will he feel it?
Remember, we talked to Milos Svetichanin, who just fought Nabil Kahab. He's like, it's a waste of energy.
Now what? Watch out, not the inside. Yes. Fight!
Well, a lot of respect, maybe too much respect being shown between these two, especially Iancu. He's got to get busy.
Yeah, he's waiting too long.
Oh, he got caught and landed a right hand himself.
Watch out, no, watch out. Fight!
They both landed a power punch. Oh, it's a left, and that clipped him. That hurt.
He stumbled him.
He's trying to throw kicks. He might worry about his foundation. A right hand from Iancu. Buckles him in the corner.
Azizpour's just sitting there, moving his head.
He's a sitting duck. Iancu caught him clean again. He might be out on his feet. 7 seconds till the end of the round.
Break, come on. Fight.
Incredible heart being shown by Azizpour. He makes it to the end.
That's what we're waiting for. Now the fans are on their feet. What an end of the round.
Special thanks to our sponsor, Fairtex. Visit Fairtex.com for all your fight gear needs.
And Azizpour not looking good. Not even sitting on the stool. He's basically just crouched in the corner.
They didn't bring him a stool.
But see, it has to be with counters, and that's what Iancu is waiting for. When Azizpour opens up, his chin opens up, his hands are down, and this is why Iancu was able to land these big shots. They went 1 for 1 there. And then just right hand, left hook, comes back with the right.
How did he not go down from that one?
I love when Iancu puts his punches in combinations, uppercuts, overhands, and he uses his movement and his body to generate power in each punch. What is it, 316 pounds rotating power?
Come on, time, come on. Hurry
Crazy.
up.
313.
Hold your hands high. Yeah.
As Azizpour wants another hug.
What?
His eyes still look rocked.
Man, let's see if Iancu can get the finish. Either way, he needs to win this round. It should be 1 round apiece. But I tell you what, that second round was close to being just a 10-8.
Oh, Azizpour now with some good combos. He just has to stay off the ropes. He has to be the pressure fighter.
Deep breath there from Iancu. Azizpour looks like he's almost back to good, Joe.
Yeah, feeling Azizpour needs to fight on the outside with his legs a little bit, give his head a little break. That's why he's using those kicks and trying to keep that distance, but don't edge your way against those ropes.
Fight, guys. Break. No holding. Watch out. Fight.
Boy, Iancu is really going to kick himself if he doesn't do enough to win this 3rd round.
Yeah, or he's going to wait till the end of the round again and build his energy. But Azizpour with that pick and move style does well.
Every one of Iancu's wins, a glorious combined knockout. Azizpour trying to laugh it off.
Yeah, Iancu will not throw his power punches as singles. It always comes in 2s, 3s, 4s. A lot of times it's not the first shot that'll land. It'll be 2, 3, or 4.
Another left hand to the body for Azazpour. May not hurt Iancu, but their points
guys.
scoring up. Iancu wants him just to stand there and bang. But who wants to do that? Who would do that?
I mean, Iancu's got 1 minute. He's really let Azizpour kind of gain momentum, pick and move.
These are adding up. I mean, Azazpour doing kind of what he needs to do. It's what you do when you're a hurt fighter, right? Stick and move.
Yeah, and he notices every time he tries to sit in exchange, Iancu gets the better of it. So this is the style. This is the game plan now. Win the fight by hitting and moving, keeping your distance.
He asked for it, he got it. I'm telling you, Iancu's gonna let this fight slip away. A fight that he was clearly almost about to win 3 minutes ago.
I don't know, ooh, did he empty the tank in that little barrage, but Azizpour just definitely stealing this round. He shouldn't exchange right now.
Boy, Iancu, what a letdown in the third. Wow.
I know. But hey, Azizpour did what he had to do.
I mean, Iancu is gassed. How would you sum up what we saw here, Joe?
Well, I just thought Iancu was just waiting too long, and then there wasn't enough moments for him to exchange and land those big power shots. The one time Azizpour did, I mean, he got caught, so for him to kind of play that game, the hit and move, it's smart IQ and experience. But you saw some good combination work back and forth, but second round, look at Iancu. This is what we expected from him in the third. Oh, look at those exchanges when they... This is that beautiful right hand, uppercut. Boom! This is what we expected from Iancu, but Azizpour survived that second round somehow. Took the shots, and then in this third round, played that pick and move style. Iancu may have been gassed, but definitely experience from Azizpour to play the right strategy and adapt in that third round.
Yeah, we needed Iancu just to have that one moment in the third where he just gave us the 10 seconds of hell, but he wouldn't do it. There's your total strike statistics, pretty close, but if you break it down round by round, the first and third, I think you have to give to the Iranian.
Yeah, I agree with you there. I mean, strikes per round, the best strikes thrown per minute. Azizpour, the more active fighter, minus that second round.
Iancu not exactly looking confident he's going to get the nod. Remember, the winner of this fight will advance to face the winner of our other Tournament 1 semifinal between Nasipov and Bouzy. That'll be later tonight on our Glory 100 pay-per-view card. So plenty of time for the winner to get in the back, get rehydrated, get iced up, and relax. Much more confident looking is Azizpour.
Brought the fun, brought the style, adapted. I really think it's experience. If he gets this win, I think it's his experience that got him it. There was moments where he thought it was a good idea to exchange, but after that second round, it's like, nope, no thank you.
He did what he had to do. You'd like to see more action from him, but, I mean, you saw he threw 19 strikes a minute there in the third.
Yeah. And there's a lot on the line. There's another fight here. If you're winning this fight, the way to come out safe and to go to that finals, you're going to do it.
And the legs of Azazpour, if he does win, don't look too banged up compared to Iancu's legs. That'll play a factor.
Yeah. It might be closer than we think. Judges taking their time tallying.
Azazpour has career wins over Anderson Silva, Ole Thompson, Ishmael Lont. A silver medal representing Iran back at the Muay Thai World Championships. Let's see if he's advancing to the finals of his tournament. Tim Hughes has the scorecards.
Ladies and gentlemen, this bout goes the distance, so we go to the judges' scorecard. Let's look at the totals from our 5 ringside judges. One judge scores the bout 29-28 Yanku. Judge number 2, 29-28 Azizpour. And the 3 remaining judges also score the bout 29-28 for the winner, advancing to the finals tonight, Iraj Azizpour.
So Azizpour gets his 71st professional win. And Joe, you mentioned a few moments ago, it was his experience at the end of the day that led him to the victory.
Yeah, I mean, he got hurt in that second round. He came out in the beginning of that third, used his legs, stayed away from the power punches, and just kept using that jab, pick and move. And this is why he's going to the finals.
So here is our Tournament 1 bracket. Azizpour advancing to the final, where he'll face the winner of our next bout, Azdullah and Nasipov versus Anis Bouzid, who fights out of Morocco. And there is Azdullah Nasipov. He's only lost once in his pro career, 11 wins, trained with Artem Vakhitov to get ready for this fight. Of course, Vakhitov facing Rico Verhoeven tonight. And then Anis Bouzid, who Joe believes could be one of the dark horses in this tournament, looked fantastic in his debut. Let's see what he has in store for us next.
Undisputed.
You cannot count him out. I just told you.
Shocks the world. Has his dream come true?
Future star being born right before our eyes.
And still.
What a stunner!
Just dropped the monster. As smooth as you like. Complete domination by Tariq Asara.
Champion of the world.
Tank will just boss you around if you let him. Out of nowhere.
Are we about to crown a new champion?
It's the king.
Buckle your seatbelt, folks.
His reign over the division now dates back to April of 2013. We now go to the other half of this bracket and find out who will be facing Iraj Azizpour later this evening. He's a kickboxer, also undefeated as a boxer, all by knockout. Here is Anis Bouzid.
Well, Joe, the last time we saw Bouzid, he was simply picking up one of the fastest KOs in Glory history. 28 seconds it took him to knock out Nathan Cook.
Oh, and it was a spectacular knockout. He was so confident. We know Bouzid's good with his boxing, but getting his head offline, overhand right, left hook, and then just big power hands to finish off Nathan Cook. It was fast, it was powerful, it was explosive. And you got to think, Anis Bouzid is coming up from the light heavyweight division. He's got the speed advantage in a lot of these fights. So I'm excited to see if he can carry over that big knockout here in this fight.
"46 pro wins, only 4 defeats, 37 by knockout, Joe, an 80% KO ratio for Anis Bouzid.
And nicknamed Takamura, his signature strike, the uppercut. 3-0 as a boxer, all knockouts. The way he moves his head, the way he counters. A great kickboxer, but his hands are what really separate him.
His opponent took a unanimous decision in the tournament qualifier back at Glory 99. Please welcome Asadullah Nasipov.
A very confident Abdullah Nasipov, who defeated Murat Aygun at Glory 99 to qualify for this tournament, Joe, and he did it in dominant fashion.
Yeah, and he was really technical and sharp. I was really impressed with his boxing, the way he moves. He's a southpaw. That kind of mixes it up. Good boxing, good knees mixed. He knows this is going to be a good technical boxing fight, but he feels he has the advantage. His style, Muay Thai based, but boxing probably his specialty, training with Artem Vakitov, and he's a former world amateur champion.
Here's our tale of the tape for our second semifinal. Nasipov, only 23 years old. He's 2 inches shorter than Bouzid. Will also be at a 2-inch reach advantage, and he's about 15 pounds lighter.
Professional experience, the edge going to Anis Bouzid, 50 fights to the 12 of Nasipov, but very impressive knockout ratio for Bouzid with 80%.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, this tournament semifinal is scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds. And introducing first, fighting out of the black corner, his tournament qualifier ended with one of the fastest finish times in Glory history, just 28 seconds into the first round. His professional record, 46 wins and 4 losses. 37 of those wins have come by knockout. He is 6 feet 4 inches tall, 1.94 meters, and he weighed in at 243 pounds, 110.2 kilos. He fights tonight out of Morocco. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Anis Takamura Bouzid. Now his opponent, fighting out of the white corner, a world amateur champion and the captain of his national kickboxing team. His young professional record, 11 wins, just 1 loss, and 5 of those wins coming by knockout. At 6 feet 2 inches tall, 1.92 meters, he weighed in at fight time at 227 pounds, an even 103 kilos. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Abdullah Nasipov. And the third man inside the Glory ropes, your referee is Goran Semerina.
Respect the rules. Okay. Share gloves. Fair play. When I said stop, everything stop. Good luck, guys.
Can Anis Bouzid's experience and power rule the day, or will the youth and exuberance of Nasipov pick up the biggest win of his career? 3 rounds, here we go.
Both in the southpaw stance right now.
Bouzid in the black gloves, Nasipov in the white. That backed him up. Plenty of power for Bouzid.
Good speed, good counters. Good at getting his head offline.
Down to the body with the right hand. Lefty versus lefty. Southpaws don't generally, at least from my boxing experience, like to fight other southpaws, do they?
Yeah, no one really likes fighting southpaws. If you're orthodox, you don't like to. They're just not really liked around the gym, but they're needed.
Body work does the job right out of the gate for Bouzid. I don't know if Nasipov's going to make it up.
3, 4,
body, head,
5,
speed.
6, 7, 8.
He made it up at 9. Is he delaying the inevitable? Bouzid going to go right back at him, just clubbing around.
He's comboing through the middle, around the elbows.
Can Nasipov weather the storm?
He's countering back. Bouzid needs to now reset a little bit.
He made it up at 9 seconds, 0.9. I thought he was done.
Bouzid needs to kind of set things up now. He can't get too wild. He needs to pick his finish, stay relaxed, let it come.
Hasn't thrown a kick in a while, has Bouzid.
I love those combos. 1, 2, body. Goes back to the head.
Nasipov just trying to find his way back into the fight.
Head up.
Nice technical boxing from both gentlemen. I like it.
Nice work from Nasipov. Boy, he looks like a reborn fighter, doesn't he?
Yeah, usually a lot of fighters will start circling and moving, but he just got up and started pressuring more.
Trying to catch Bouzid on the way in. You know, Bouzid's expended a lot of energy.
Nasipov's looking good.
Yeah. Wouldn't have known he was 0.1 seconds away from being done.
Bouzid going back to his orthodox, back to southpaw. I like the peppering shots from Nasipov too. Not everything full power.
Boy, I tell you what, outside of the knockdown, Nasipov might have won that round. What a comeback.
With some style too, some spinning back kicks, good boxing, peppering shots. Definitely woke him up. There's those body rips and the combinations. Body, head. How he rips those combos, gets his head offline. You can see that confidence that Bouzid has in his hands. The late get-up to Nasipov coming back and adding his own offense here with those nice spinning back kicks blocked by Bouzid.
Well, let's see what Nasipov can do here in round 2.
Time, second round. Fight!
Bouzid had his moment, but couldn't quite seal the deal.
Stop! Stop! Action and leave.
Yep, if you catch a kick, you get one step, one strike. Can't hold on to that leg.
Nasipov now on the front foot as both men whiff. I started to say whiff, and then I went to miss, and I went whiss.
I like it.
Both
I'll let you have it.
16 hooks have landed for Bouzid.
Last time.
A lot of those hooks were to the body nicely. There he goes again, triple hooks. There's 4 hooks there.
A lot of swinging and missing.
I was going to say, the head movement's really good. Pull counter there from Nasipov. He's getting more comfortable. You see him in his Philly shell now. Ooh, nice calf kick too.
Bouzid has landed more, and he's more accurate as well. A lot of those strikes coming in the first round. Whoa, straight left hand splits the guard for Nasipov.
Yeah, Nasipov's comfortable now. Upstairs, downstairs, pull counter, coming back, good volume. Almost landed a big right hand there.
These guys are even, aren't they?
Fight!
Yeah. Very well matched fight.
All that nuts left.
Nasipov's counter. He won't let Bouzid throw anything without coming back. And he stays in your face. Feinting, peppering, pulling.
It's incredible how much Nasipov has become a different animal since being dropped.
Look, hands down, pulling Bouzid in.
Looks like Roy Jones Jr. in there.
He forgot the power Bouzid has. He's just flowing in there.
Get up. Hey.
Big issue is, though, you got to give Bouzid 10-8 in that first round. You give Nasipov this one, Nasipov has to win this third round.
And then an extra round.
Yeah.
A lot to do for Nasipov.
Hey.
unless he can get a knockdown, and that's possible.
Yeah, especially with these quick counters he's throwing.
Yeah, Maury Chroma was able to stop Bouzid in his debut back at Glory 92.
That was a shoulder injury, though, for Bouzid, but still, he wasn't happy about it. I know he wants Chroma again. Hey, Nasipov has more pop in his punches right now. The fresher fighter for sure.
Glory Shop is your shopping destination for all the latest Glory gear and merchandising. Visit gloryshop.com.
A lot of times I even forget that the winner has to fight one more time. It'll be against Azizpour.
The beautiful Gemma letting us know round 3 is on its way. A pivotal round for sure. A must-win round for Nasipov.
Watch the elbow, okay? Time, third round. Fight!
All right, very important third round.
Stop! Fight!
Sharp 1-2 from Nasipov. His punches are quick, snappy.
He looks like a different fighter altogether. So much,
completely different.
So much more relaxed.
For only 23 years old, it's impressive. That head movement, the slipping, the counter. Doesn't throw everything full power. It sets it up with these probing shots.
Do you see any similarities between him and Vakhitov? They train together.
The way they pepper, the way he kind of puts his combinations, a little bit. Good movement, good boxing, sharp eyes.
Break!
And now Bouzid, or rather Nasipov, seems more comfortable just standing right in the pocket. Look at that.
Yeah, he's reading all the punches.
Good straight left hand. And Bouzid now the one trying to figure things out.
Just you can see the speed difference in Bouzid now. He doesn't have that full power he had in that first round.
Shut up.
Still, if he touches you, he'll put you down.
Break!
The winner of this fight will face Araj Azizpour, the Iranian hammer who just beat Yanu Dianku. And it's a winnable fight for either of these men.
For sure.
Telegraph that one.
And he almost uses it as a feint.
Yeah.
And you're like, no, he's not going to do it. Then boom, he hits you with
It was
it.
such a lackadaisical setup. Like a drive-by backhand. Ooh. I tell you what, Joe. Right now, Bouzid is swinging at ghosts.
Nasipov sharp. I'm telling you, I'm really impressed the way he got up from that body shot. And look at him now, flowing, popping, mixing. Straight left, can't miss.
Boy, he's so relaxed, like it's a sparring session. Just over half a minute to go. Bouzid needs to land something of consequence here, or we might see an extra round. And if it's an extra round, it's not good news for Bouzid. It is trending towards Nasipov, no doubt about it. Rolling Thunder, what else?
Did he hurt himself with that? Nice counter shots, moving backwards too.
Break!
All right, we're going to head to the scorecards here, Joe, and it'd be interesting to see what they say. Did the early work and knockdown for Bouzid lead him to victory, or did Nasipov come back, win rounds 2 and 3 to force a fourth?
I mean, for me, it's an extra round personally. First round, Bouzid looking sharp with his combinations, rips the body there, puts Nasipov to the canvas. Sharp, speed, powerful. from that nice early combination from Bouzid. And we saw Nasipov kind of relax a little bit, kind of take a few breaths, and you see his guard loosening up, the way his combinations, his head movement, his strike selection, just became alive, was able to see everything Bouzid was throwing, slip it, counter it. And it continued into this third round.
Let's look at the final strike statistics here as we await the judges' scores. Nasipov, more of his damage done to the head, and Bouzid to the body, which led to the knockdown. And Joe, you know who's loving this right now is Araz Izazpour backstage thinking, give me an extra round. Let these guys beat themselves up.
That's it. Let these young guys go. Let that energy out.
I'm telling you, does that guy look like Joseph Valtellini or what?
Yeah, you see it.
I see it. All you need is that goatee.
Yeah, I wish I could grow one.
Watch Glory 100 live on DAZN, our new worldwide broadcast partner. It all begins at 6 p.m. local time, noon Eastern in the United States. Go to DAZN.com/Glory Kickboxing. 4 world title fights on the docket. Here we go.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, this bout goes the distance, so let's take a look at the totals from our 5 ringside judges. One judge scores the bout 29-27 Bouzid. The 4 remaining judges all have it 28-28. It is a majority draw. But according to Glory rules, we go one more round.
Here we go. 3 more minutes, Joe. Who do you like?
Well, I'm liking Nasipov. The way he finished those last 2 rounds, his speed, his combination, the snappiness still left in his strikes. You got to think you'd rather be Nasipov going into this extra round.
And our Glory girls have had to pull out round 4 from the ring cards. They didn't think they have to do that to our title fights, but they've been called into action. There you go. There's the proof as Bella gets us set for our extra round here in our second tournament semifinal.
White corner, black.
Well, what can Bouzid do differently to turn this around?
Well, I think he has to almost play the counter game himself. He's throwing too much and missing. He's going to have to maybe not throw power shots, use more of those less intense shots, the probes, the peppers.
And we'll see maybe who's in better physical condition. Did you ever have to fight an extra round, Joe?
I have not, no.
Fight!
Bouzid trying to be the stalker, the aggressor. He says, listen, I'm better shape. I'm just going to maul this guy. And the crowd is eating it up.
Bouzid's waking up.
Yeah, he's trying to will himself to victory. I respect that.
I just feel like this last 30, 40 seconds, Nasipov did nothing he did in those second and third rounds. He's sitting with a high guard.
Who wants it more? As cliche as it sounds, that could be what it boils down to.
Great first minute for Bouzid.
Stop! Break. Fight!
Yeah, Nasipov needs to get busy.
Nice jabs from Bouzid.
There you go, Bouzid, and Nasipov was frozen up. Where did he go, Joe?
I have no clue. He's a totally different fighter from that third round.
Maybe he mentally switched off.
Landed a beautiful overhand left.
So Bouzid certainly won the first half of this round. Can he hold on, though?
Break. Fight.
I like how he's trying to get inside Bouzid. Even though he has the reach advantage, he's seen something and he's taking advantage of it. The Moroccan showing up in a big way here in round 4.
Yeah, Nasipov hasn't done much in this round at all. Bouzid came alive. The volume, the pressure, the combinations.
It's a bookend fight for Bouzid. The first round and the fourth round. Who cares about the middle pages?
Fight!
And we've got a cut on the left eye and bruising for Nasipov. But how about Bouzid, Joe? If he can just avoid disaster here in the last 30 seconds.
Break! Fight!
Nasipov just having to just throw everything. Put all his weight behind it.
Break! Fight!
They both throw one final salvo, and that's going to do it. What a fourth round for Anis Bouzid.
Yeah, that was so impressive to see the way Bouzid ended the third to come back in this extra round. Was it that little break that he needed? But great extra round for Bouzid.
That, Joe, boils down to what he did in the gym in preparation, I think.
Yeah. The extra rounds all paid off.
I mean, Bouzid fought that fourth like it was the first.
Just good body work. Finding those uppercuts, guard manipulate, trying it, but back to the body. Just finding those combinations through the guard, around the guard. Just good eyes in boxing from Bouzid. Working around that Philly shell, finding the overhand, the left hand.
And the embrace of two warriors who gave it their all over 4 rounds here. And one of these men, most likely Bouzid, has to fight again later tonight. Well, Joe, what do you think about the final of Bouzid and Arizpour?
I think it's going to be obviously exciting because you know who Azizpour is with his spectacular offense, but with Bouzid's sharp boxing, if he can put Azizpour against the ropes, it's going to be a tough one. But like anyone, you got to be careful from that one shot, the unpredictable spinning back fist. Dangerous fight.
And you wonder how much Bouzid is going to have left in the tank. He gave it his all, especially in that dynamic fourth round. Here's Tim Hughes.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, we go the extra round, the sudden victory round. All 5 of our ringside judges score the bout 10-9 for your winner. Now advancing to the tournament final, Anis Bouzid.
So Anis Bouzid, a unanimous decision winner after that sudden victory round. And Joe, he looks like he's still got plenty of energy.
Well, I mean, he's going to have to pretend anyways. Yeah. Go backstage, rest it up. And you can see here, Anis Bouzid punching his ticket to the finals against Iraj Azizpour. That's a fun one. We've seen Azizpour kind of pick things up, good boxing combinations. I'm looking forward to that final.
So our first final is set. Now let's get into our second tournament semifinal. And here is Big Colin George, the tallest man in the tournament. If he hits that right hand, it's over. And he'll be taking on his friend, but not for tonight at least, Nico Horta, nicknamed Big Sexy. It's a clash of the behemoths when we return.
Undisputed.
You cannot count him out. I just told you.
Shocks the world. Has his dream come true?
Future star being born right before our eyes.
And still.
What a stunner! Just dropped the monster!
As smooth as you like. Complete domination by Tariq Asaro.
Champion of the world.
Tank will just just boss you around if you let him. Out of nowhere! Are we about to crown a new champion?
It's the King!
Buckle your seatbelt, folks.
His reign over the division now dates back to April of 2013.
Like, let's have some fun now.
Colin the Beast George!
Colin George has physically broken down Miroslav Vujovic.
Nico Horta!
I think Laidouni's hurt.
Dooney, I think the glory ring rocked a little bit.
It's over! What a victory for the man nicknamed Big Sexy!
Milos Sveticevic!
He's letting his hands go! And Jim Caceres looks spectacular! Over and out!
We move on to tournament bracket number 2 in a semifinal bout scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds. This man's late notice debut at Glory 92 pushed Levi Rigters to a decision. Here is Nico Pereira Horta.
Big Sexy Nico Horta with one of the most impressive wins we saw in the qualification rounds at Glory 99, Joe.
Oh, and I loved it. It was one of my favorite finishes of that night. I mean, Pereira Horta, known as a pressure fighter, someone to wear you down, and he wasn't really known for his knockout power. But here against Rade Opacic, had him against the ropes, found that right hand, and he just froze Opacic against the ropes. Just that power Big Sexy has. He wears you down with his pressure until he can find moments like that.
In his spare time, he works for the city council as a permit inspector, and he has a license to get physical if he needs to, Joe, but he said no one has challenged him yet. I wonder why.
Oh, yeah. He shows up, give him what you want. I mean, obviously nicknamed the Big Sexy. He's got big career wins over the Laidounis, the Opacics, the Bachiris. He's never been knocked out as a pro, never been knocked down in Glory. Big, strong, and durable.
He's coming off a second-round knockout over Miroslav Vujovic in April to advance to tonight's tournament. Please welcome Colin George.
Another fighter with a destructive performance at Glory 99. A one-round dismantling of Vujovic. And Joe, from an appearance alone, this guy is the scariest man on the roster.
Oh yeah, big, tall, great shape, ripped, knows how to use his power. So definitely big and scary. In his last fight, he showed a really technical side of him. He went southpaw, used good combinations, big power kicks on the outside. You gotta think, a man that big hitting you with big kicks does a lot of damage.
6'9", Joe, with an 82-inch reach.
Yeah, I mean, he's experienced in the ring, took a little time off, come back more motivated than ever. He's had his kids with him all fight week. So I know he's excited to be here tonight.
22 of his 24 wins have come by knockout, Joe. That's a 90% KO ratio, the highest in the tournament.
Oh, yeah. I mean, one touch from him, you're out. The issue is, can he handle that big, heavy pressure of Big Sexy?
Here's our tail of the tape from two of the biggest heavyweights we've got. Colin George, 6'9", 260. Horta, 6'5", 302, ladies and gentlemen. And Nico Horta promised, Joe, from the opening bell to go right after George.
Yeah, with professional experience, still very similar. 2-fight edge going to George. But look at that impressive knockout ratio for Colin George. 92%, the 17 for Pereira Horta.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, this tournament semifinal is scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds. And introducing first, fighting out of the black corner. He shocked fans around the world with a second-round knockout over Rade Opacic at Glory 99. His professional record, 24 wins with 10 losses, 4 of those wins coming by knockout. At 6 feet 5 inches tall, 1.98 meters, he weighed in at 302 pounds, 137.3 kilos. He fights tonight out of Cape Verde. Ladies and gentlemen, here is big, sexy Nico Pereira Horta. His opponent, opposite the ring and fighting out of the white corner, the tallest of the tournament entries, who made his debut 18 months ago. As a professional, 24 wins with 12 losses. 22 of those 24 wins have come by knockout. At 6 feet 9 inches tall, 2.06 meters, he weighed in at 260 pounds, 118.4 kilos. He fights tonight out of Suriname. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Colin the Beast Jones. And the referee in charge of this bout is Jan Frana.
Okay, fighters in the middle. Shake hands. Okay, good luck. Follow the rules, listen my comments. Go back to the corners.
Friends, now foes. Two of the physically biggest heavyweights on the roster clash, putting their friendship aside for the night. Here we go, Joe. George and Horta. The big fella, Colin George, 6'9" in the white gloves. Big sexy in the black gloves.
Yeah, they both know how dangerous each other are, so maybe a little feeling out process, but Pereira Horta's got a pressure.
And George starting southpaw.
Yeah, he did that in his last fight too. Says he's comfortable there. It was one of his first times in his last fight fighting all southpaw, so he's built that confidence in that stance.
Nico Horta said, I'm going to beat him with pressure. I'll be on him all night long. And he is the one marching forward.
And what he does well is the way he cuts the ring off. He'll never give George a chance to get out and circle. As he circles out, he tracks him. He doesn't chase. He doesn't fall forward and let you cut angles on him. There it is, cutting that ring off. Keeping in George's face, looking to counter.
Yeah, George wants to extend those long limbs out. There's a knee from George. Horta smothering him with punches.
Break!
George not putting a ton of power behind these shots. Just touching Horta.
Which I think is important because you can waste a lot of energy on Horta just constantly coming forward and you hitting him. He wears you out.
He's like a big heavy bag absorbing all your punches.
Yeah, until he finds his moment.
George being a little hesitant when he's got that space to throw. There was a moment. The winner of this fight will face the winner of Milos Svetichenin and Jim Caceres. That fight is next. Our other semifinal as Horta lets his hands go.
Yeah, ripping the body before trying to go to the head.
Ring.
George trying to look for some knees, but it's that buildup of pressure.
This is not where George wants to be, right? In the corner, shelled up.
Nope. That's why he's got to try to blast out of it or try to use his reach and move his legs.
Stop. Time.
I feel like this is an important round for both of them to kind of feel it out. I mean, maybe the friendship sometimes impacts you more than you think. But I think Pereira has the right strategy. George needs to kind of keep trying to land those straight punches and stay away from the ropes. Not a bad start for both guys.
Zeg dan salto. Second round. Fight.
Who did you give that first round to, Joe?
Well, maybe slight edge going to Pereira Horta just on his pressure, his body work that he was able to get, but definitely close.
3 judges agree with you, 2 giving it to George. It was a close round.
Yeah, George has his moments. He's sticking, he's hitting like that.
Yeah, that looks good. Give him a 2-piece when you've got him 3 or 4 feet away from him.
And then he circled out, got off the ropes.
Right hand from George as Nico Horta just chips away on the inside.
And George tried rolling off and countering.
He can't afford to rest, though, against Horta.
No shoulders.
Yeah, got to get out of there. He's got to fight his way out.
This is Nico Horta's fight.
Yeah, this is where he shines.
And even George having to push Horta away from him takes a lot of energy. It's a 300-pound man laying on you.
Nice read from Pereira Horta to avoid the knee.
I feel like George just isn't taking advantage of those moments where he could maybe land a couple quick shots while Horta's readjusting, like right there.
Pereira just doesn't give you a chance to breathe. Horta just kind of keeps smothering your punches.
There's one.
Right there. At least a nice stiff jab a couple times.
Like, George has the advantage when he's at distance. Horta has the advantage inside. But again, when you're 6'9", you have to reserve a little bit of energy. There's a right hand from George.
A lot of those peppering shots from Pereira Horta, just non-stop hitting.
7 knees landed for George. There's a right hand.
Yeah.
He's kind of in between stances now, George, squaring up.
I think he's just a natural orthodox fighter, so when he's tired or in moments, he just feels more comfortable there.
And remember, Colin George is 38 years old. He looks great for his age, don't get me wrong. But Mother Nature is undefeated. Another pretty close round.
Yep.
Neither man dominating. Make sure you watch Glory events 24 hours, 7 days a week on Glory's new FAST channels. Visit glorykickboxing.com for more information.
Hij wil niet meer, hij staat op. Hey, je staat voor, hè? Gaat niet weggeven. Nico, hou je handen hoog. Hij maakt die, als jij bezig bent, maakt hij die korte hoek. Hij zit ook met neus diep in, halen. Goed zo, ben je erbij? Nico, één ding. Handen hoog.
Colin George told us yesterday he felt like he had to knock Nico Horta out because he said he won't stop coming.
Yeah.
I've got to put him down. Fight! And they are fighting in 10-ounce gloves, Joe. So Colin George still trying to land that one big shot that could change the way things look, because right now he's losing this fight. 5 judges giving round 2 to Big Sexy.
Yeah, there he opens up a little bit more. Just has to wait for that right moment, not get smothered.
Horta's thrown about 50 more strikes and landed over 30 more. Well, George's corner saw those scores. They've been aired here inside the Ahoy Arena, so he knows he's got to do something big here in the third. But it's Horta who's mauling him again in the corner.
Yeah, it's just that constant, non-stop hitting. That might not be the hardest shots, but they don't stop. Just laying on you, puts your head on you and just rips.
Yeah, this is Nico's game plan.
Yeah, there's no reach advantage on that inside.
What does he need to do here?
Stop! Step back. George has to be talking George or Pereira?
Well, Pereira's doing what he wants to do.
Well, maybe you want to know how he can get a finish. Well, for George, he's got to get off the ropes.
Oh, he just ate an uppercut, and he looks a little wobbly right now.
But when I'm telling you, the first thing I said about Pereira Horta is how he cuts the ring off. George knows he's got to get off the ropes. He's experienced. Just Pereira Horta's pressure and tracking.
Stop! Step back! Step back! Hey!
Not the most powerful, but he hit you with 3-4 shots.
Minute to go. George needs a knockdown. But again, he's smothering his own work, isn't he?
Yeah, I just think it's an energy output problem now.
Break!
If anything, maybe George desperation shot, take one of those knees to the head. Just go for it.
He's already landed, what, 7 knees?
But hard to throw knees when someone's pushing you back all the time.
A little better here from George.
Pound to the
left. Oh, that right hand. That was the one, Joe. That would have done it.
He saved it. He's trying now. He's let those knees go now.
Does George have much left to throw another bomb? There's a knee. And that will do it. The Friends let it all hang out over 3 rounds. George looks exhausted. Nico all smiles.
Oh yeah, it's so exhausting to fight Pereira Horta. Just sitting on you, laying on you. And you gotta look, George tried it. First round he did better, kind of picking his shots, but that pressure adds up. You could ask any fighter who's fought Pereira Horta and says it's hard to look good against him. That's the #1 thing they say. He makes it into an ugly fight, which he prefers, right? He'll sit in your face, keep coming forward. You hit him, he blocks, and keeps walking, looks to counter. And then once he gets on the inside, he just gives you those nice little body work shots, those little sneaky uppercuts. Can take a shot to give a shot. He just wears you down.
Yeah, and that body work took a toll as well.
Oh yeah, just he constantly digging, right? Like even on the inside, there's 4, 5, 6, 7 little shots. It's just non-stop. Nice sneaky body work to lead uppercut. Impressive pressure for a heavyweight.
Look at the strike count. 90 punches landed. That's triple the amount as Colin George. He landed more kicks. The only advantage George had was the knees. 9 of 13 total strikes. 110 of 202 for Horta. Strikes by round, just dominant output there from Nico Pereira Horta. Well, unless the judges saw something we didn't there in the third, it looks like Big Sexy's advancing to the final of our second tournament. You can see in the face of Colin George, not a lot of confidence he's going to get the nod. Just didn't quite have the stamina, and the body work from Nico really took its toll on the big fella. There's so much body to work with when you're 6'9" tall. Tim Hughes is in the ring, has the scorecards. Let's see who's advancing to the final.
Ladies and gentlemen, the semifinal bout goes the distance, so let's take a look at the judges' scorecard. 2 of our judges have it 29-28, but the 3 remaining judges all score at 30-27. It's a unanimous decision for your winner, who now advances to another tournament final tonight, Nico Pereira Horta.
Je hebt me pijn gedaan, jongen. Je hebt me pijn gedaan. Woo. What a battle. What a battle. Hands up for my friends, for my brother, for my opponents for tonight, Colin George. What a fight. My God.
We moeten wel winnen, hè?
Sowieso.
Now you gotta win it, hè?
Now I'm gonna win it.
No, you need
so
to win
good
it.
luck for the next 2 fights. I'm coming for you guys as well.
All right, Nico, congratulations on punching your ticket to the finals. Give me your thoughts. I know it was a hard situation for you too. How did it play out for you?
Have you seen this cadence here? Like, the first fight, he got me bang in the face. I was, okay, time to wake up. Bam, again. I said, okay, that was snooze, wake up. Bam, again, and again. I was like, pretty like punches because I'm not waking up. But it was still the second round, the third round that I finally really woke up. And I was more into condition, and I was able to put the fight back on him and just combine and yeah, win.
Well, we know you got one more fight. We want to get you back resting, but we want to know, do you want to go out in big, sexy fashion?
No. We made a gentleman's agreement. The next fight, I'm going to dance, but here, no dancing.
All right, let's hear it. We'll see Nico Pereira Horta in the finals.
All right, so Nico Horta gonna not dance now, only gonna celebrate if he wins the whole kit and caboodle, and he will advance to our final of tournament number 2. There's the proof, and he'll be taking on either Sveta Shenin or Jim Caceres. That fight is next. And there's a good look at Milos Sveta Shenin, who fights out of Serbia, moving up from light heavyweight. He did an amazing job beating Nabil Khashab in his qualifier, Glory 99. Jim Caceres filling in for the Slovakian giant, and he will take on Sveta Shenin in what could be one of the fights of the night. 2 light heavyweights making the jump to the heavyweight tournament.
Undisputed.
You cannot count him out. I just told you.
Shocks the world. Has his dream come true?
Future star being born right before our eyes.
And still.
The stunner just dropped the monster.
As smooth as you like. Complete domination by Tariq Asara.
Champion of the world.
Tank will just boss you around if you let him. Out of nowhere.
Are we about to crown a new champion? It's the King.
Buckle your seatbelt, folks.
His reign over the division now dates back to April of 2013. All right, Rotterdam, we are about to find out who will move on to the finals to take on Big Sexy later this evening in a semifinal bout scheduled for 3 2-minute rounds. He enters the heavyweight tournament and puts his perfect glory record on the line tonight. Please welcome Jim Caceres.
Jim Caceres, a late replacement for Tomas Mosny. He's the winner of the Glory's 2024 Newcomer of the Year award. Joe, he went 3-0 last year.
Oh yeah, he's got spectacular boxing, good power, but as a light heavyweight, and the good thing is that Milos is also a light heavyweight, so this is a good first match for him, but he knows with a win here, he's got to fight a big heavyweight in Nico Pereira Horta.
Well, somebody needs to tell him to make the walk. Undefeated in Glory, 4-0. 2 of those wins coming by way of knockout. Is he having second thoughts?
It's the beat drop. He picked the song with a late beat drop.
On a 12-fight winning streak. His only career loss, Joe, was a disqualification. The guy really doesn't know what it's like to lose.
He had a big win against Maury Kroma in his last fight. A close one. And a fight that he ended up breaking his toe in that first round, he said.
Fighting out of the Netherlands by way of Turkey. And here's the last fight we saw him in, Joe. Actually, this is when he beat up Mo Amin.
Yeah, I mean, you can see his finishes and the big finish in this fight, and what really made Jem popular is his knockouts with his left hook. He'll rip it to the body, rips it to the head. Just very explosive and powerful.
Jim telling us, honestly, say, listen, Spencer Chenin is faster than me, but I'm stronger and I have better stamina. And I know I have what it takes to become a world champion. The man who was trained by Peter Aerts early in his career.
Yeah, you mentioned that 12-fight winning streak. He's coming in with momentum, power, and confidence.
He made a successful debut in Zagreb at Glory 95 last fall. Please welcome Milos Svetchanin.
Svetchanin thrown right into the deep end of the heavyweight pool, having to face Nabil Khashab in his fight at Glory 99, a man who weighs well over 300 pounds.
Oh yeah, and he just went in there and started attacking. Good boxing combinations. He's got speed, he's got power, and he's got a lot of momentum coming in here. 3-time Serbian champion, multi-time world and European champion, has won regional 8-man tournament before signing with Glory.
Here's our tale of the tape. Svetchanin, 31 years old, 6'2", 223. Jim Caceres, 25, 6'2", 229. The reach pretty similar as well, Joe. These guys almost identical.
Oh yeah, when we saw this fight, we're really excited for it. And even with professional experience, pretty close. 5-fight edge going to Jim Caceres. And knockout ratio, 67% for Svetchanin and an impressive 74% for Jim Caceres.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, this tournament semifinal is scheduled for three-minute rounds. Introducing first, fighting out of the black corner. He was Glory's 2024 Newcomer of the Year and is undefeated inside the Glory ring. He brings with him a professional record of 19 wins with just 1 loss. 14 of those wins coming by knockout. At 6 feet 2 inches tall, 1.90 meters, he weighed in at 229 pounds, 104.3 kilos. Fighting tonight out of Turkey, ladies and gentlemen, here is Jim Caceres. His opponent fighting out of the white corner is a 3-time Serbian champion, whose professional record stands at 12 wins and 3 losses. 8 wins coming by way of knockout. He too stands 6 feet 2 inches tall, 1.89 meters, and he weighed in at 223 pounds, 101.3 kilos. He fights tonight out of Serbia. Here is Milos Svetlicenin. And once again, your referee in charge of the bout is Edward Stryker.
Okay, guys, listen, 3 rounds of 3 minutes. Listen always to my commands and protect yourself at all times. Any questions? No questions. Not glove if you want. Back to your corner.
2 exciting light heavyweights meeting under heavyweight limits, Joe. No weight cut, maximum power.
Yeah, their conditioning will feel better. Everything will feel better not having to cut that weight.
Time. Fight.
All right, who do you like? Svetlicenin in the white gloves, Jem Caceres in the black. We know who the crowd wants. A lot of Turkish fans here pulling for Caceres.
A lot of feints back and forth. Svetlicenin with the calf kick. We've seen both guys really be successful with their boxing in their previous fights, but I hear a lot about how good their kicks are. They just haven't shown them yet as they're exchanging calf kicks.
Nice jabs there from Svetlicenin, trying to back Caceres away.
Ooh, nice hard calf kick, but great counter from Caceres. Good feint from Svetlicenin, got Caceres biting now.
They may be light heavyweights, but I'll tell you what, Svetlicenin's legs look like bricks.
Oh, yeah. Even his style, his speed, it's powerful, aggressive. A lot of these light heavyweights look up to like Gokhan Saki to see how he kind of was a light heavyweight fighting in heavyweight and had a lot of good success with it.
Good left to the body for Caceres. Both men respected the other's power, but so far Svetlicenin seems to be in the driver's seat.
Yeah, nice jumping knee there from Svetlicenin. Oh, he split him open.
He did, right between the eyes.
Jem's face doesn't look good.
And he's trying to paw that blood out.
Break! Timeout!
No, something happened. Was it a broken nose?
Oh, man.
I think the nose broke. Yeah, broken nose. You
no
can see
coaching!
That nose squished
no
over.
Coaching! No coaching, I said.
No, I mean, that nose is definitely broken if I've ever seen a broken nose.
He's spitting blood out.
Yeah, and that facial expressions of Caceres, not good.
Even just brushing it with a Kleenex is causing him to wince in pain.
Yeah, he probably can't breathe. The blood's going back, so he's swallowing it.
Wow, this would be anticlimactic, but geez, look at the pain he's under. Svetlicenin saying, either give him to me or get him out of here.
Yeah, I just don't like the facial expressions of Jem.
And they've waved it off. It is over. The damage is done. Milos Svetlicenin breaks Caceres' nose and advances to the finals.
Yeah, just shelled him up and then threw 2 beautiful ones through Jem's guard. Svetlicenin, easy work. That's kind of the ideal scenario to be in.
You got to feel bad for Caceres, who never really even got going in this fight. But Svetlicenin backed him up into the corner, landed a knee and some punches, and it's over.
Yeah, and he's celebrating with his friends and family, and amazing experience, but boom, right through that guard of Caceres. That's one of the downside of that high guard sitting in the corner. And then Milos just kind of being patient, setting things up. Pause, and then just go right again for that knee.
Boy, and you know what? Hey, Sveta Channon is now facing Nico Horta in the final, and he's going to be as fresh as a daisy.
He's going to need it, that's for sure, with that type of pressure that Pereira Horta brings. This is the ideal scenario for Sveta Channon.
And unfortunately, that's just part of the game. A broken nose seals the deal for Milos Sveta Channon, who picks up his third win in Glory.
What is good?
So we'll hear from Milos in just a second, but right now, let's make it official with Jim Hughes.
Ladies and gentlemen, this bout comes to an end with an official time of 2 minutes and 1 second of that very first round, and ruled a technical knockout for your winner. Now moving on to a tournament final, Milos Sveta Channon.
All right, I'm here with your winner, Milos Sveta Channon. Maybe thinking a tougher fight, but you got the job done in a perfect way.
The things, it happened. The things happened, so you cannot choose it from his side. So, anyway, I'm happy for the victory. I hate it when it goes this way, but you know, victory is victory. And just want to say, this crowd again is amazing. I know this is his hometown. He's a home fighter. But anyway, guys, thank you for this energy. I feel so great here to be with you. Thanks again.
I mean, this has to be an ideal scenario for you, punching your ticket to the finals. You got a big fighter coming up in Nico Pereira Horta. Give me your thoughts on that matchup.
Sure. Yeah, I like big challenges, you know, like last time with the Bill Kajab. So this is just motivating for me. I know I'm a newcomer, but you know, why wouldn't I try now? Title shot or light heavyweight or heavyweight. I mean, can I jump through the ranking stats? I can go on the first ranking stats, and you know, if you can give me title shot, light heavyweight or heavyweight. But anyway, I like heavyweight. You know, it's cool to be heavyweight. So let's see, light heavyweight or heavyweight doesn't matter. Soon I need a title shot. This is my desire.
Well, you got one more fight tonight. Rest up, and we'll see you soon. Your winner, Milos Sveta Channon.
So Sveta Channon ends the 12-fight winning streak of Shem Caceres and picks up an RD Dubai fight finish bonus. Here's the updated bracket for our second last heavyweight standing tournament. It'll be Big Sexy versus the man from Serbia, Milos Sveta Channon, and that is a must-see fight. Up next, our first super fight of the night. It is the battle for Brussels. A lot of bad blood between this man, number 4 ranked, Birjan Paposhi, who's taken on this man, the loudmouth from Turkey, who fights out of Brussels, Deniz Demirkapu. That fight when we return.
Undisputed.
You cannot count him out. I just told you.
Shocks the world. Has his dream come true?
Future star being born right before our eyes.
And still.
What a stunner! Just dropped the monster as smooth as you like.
Complete domination by Tariq Osama.
Champion of the world.
Tank will just boss you around if you let him. Out of nowhere.
Are we about to crown a new champion?
It's the king.
Buckle your seatbelt, folks.
His reign over the division now dates back to April of 2013. All right, ladies and gentlemen, our next battle of the evening, scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds in Glory's featherweight division, one we have called the King of Brussels bout. Introducing first, making his way to the Glory ring, he is a European regional champion. Please welcome Deniz Demirkapu.
and Moroccan power. Absolute non-stop action guaranteed.
They call him the bad boy. Don't let that smile fool you. He's here to do some serious damage, returning to Glory for the first time since 2022.
Yeah, he fought at our Glory Rivals 3 and made quick work with a first-round TKO. He's got good speed, good combinations, and a lot of confidence. And this is a fight he wanted for a long time. And he's got it on the biggest night of kickboxing. He said, we are both from the same city in Belgium, Brussels. He says, I need to be the #1 from there. He feels his fight IQ and his explosiveness is going to be the difference. He goes, it's going to be either a knockout for me or a masterclass.
Well, he does not want to win on points, that's for sure. And he says the buzz in Brussels for this bout has been electric.
Nicknamed the bad boy, likes that left kick. Been training around the world and gaining a lot of experience.
This man participated in last year's Featherweight Grand Prix in Japan. Here is Marian Piposhi.
Later tonight, we'll see the Gashi twins in action. They fight out of Albania. So too does Berjan Piposhi, but he lives in Brussels. He's currently on a 5-1 run. He's won 5 of his last 6. And Joey holds the win over Miguel Trindade, who's fighting for the world title.
Yeah, very impressive, and it's just his fighting style. And I was happy to see on the back of his shirt is the nickname I gave him, Mr. Fight of the Night. Every time he's in there, he lays it out there. He'll get hit to give damage, get knocked down to knock you out. I mean, just every time he's in this ring, he brings a fight of the night.
He lives and trains in Belgium and defeated Ahmad Chikmusa in the 2023 Fight of the Year. What a banger that was.
Oh yeah, back and forth. Always something with Piposhi when he's in there.
Both these men, only 24 years old. Actually, Piposhi listed at 23. 5'10" and 5'9", respectively. Piposhi with a 3-inch reach advantage.
Professional experience, the edge going to Piposhi, 35-18. It's also, this is the 8th time we've seen Piposhi in the ring, so he's got glory advantage as well. But when it comes to knockouts, it's Demir Kapu with the advantage.
We are once again scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds in Glory's featherweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the black corner. He had a first-round knockout in his debut in the Glory Rivals Series. As a professional, 14 wins with 4 losses. 10 of those 14 wins have come by way of knockout. At 5 feet 9 inches tall, 1.75 meters, he weighed in at 143 pounds and even 65 kilograms. He fights tonight representing Turkey and Morocco. Ladies and gentlemen, Denise Bad Boy DeCarpo. Here now is his opponent, fighting out of the white corner, a Belgium and European champion who arrives a winner of 3 of his last 4 bouts. As a professional, 30 wins with 5 losses, 16 of those wins coming by knockout. Standing 5 feet 10 inches tall, 1.79 meters, he weighed in at 141 pounds, 64.9 kilos. Fighting tonight out of Albania, he is currently ranked number 4 in the Glory World Rankings. He is Marian Piposhi. And the referee in charge of this bout is Yusuf Aknik.
Okay, fighters, you know the rules. I want a clean and fair fight. Obey my commands at all time and protect yourself at all time, okay? Okay, touch gloves, step back.
Bad blood between Piposhi and Demir Kapu. Poposhi says, this man has disrespected me one too many times. I'm about to put him in his place. Poposhi in the white gloves, Dimmer Kapu in the black.
It's going to be a completely different feel from the small guys to the big guys.
For you both, no clinching, no hold. For you also, no clinching, okay? Fight! Time.
Poposhi trying to keep him at bay with those front kicks, and they'll both let their hands go.
Oh, good speed back and forth. Nice angle off there from Dimmer Kapu.
Poposhi continuing to work on that foot to the midsection.
Oh,
he caught him with that left hook. He buzzed Dimmer Kapu.
Oh,
fighting back up the ropes.
Swinging.
Break. Second one, no clinching, last one. Yeah, okay.
That speed. Poposhi wants a finish.
Oh, he caught him with a right again. And now Dimmer Kapu lands some shots. This is Rock'em Sock'em Robots.
Dimmer Kapu's going to go out on his shield.
And he's going to take a point away for holding.
1 minus clinching. 1 minus clinching.
Oh, the fans are disagreeing with that.
No hold, no. Fight!
They are not playing around with that holding.
No clinching anymore, boys.
It's straight up, let your hands and feet go. And knees.
That last fight, don't miss it. Speed, offline, good head kick.
Look at the redness already on the body of Dimmer Kapu.
Those exchanges are wild.
Poposhi looking like a boss right now, though.
Just confident and strong in there. Picking his shots.
He just looks bigger, too. Oh, there's that front kick again. It keeps mashing him back. And right now, Dimmer Kapu's body's starting to match his pink socks.
I like that that Poposhi uses that front kick, then follows right into his punches. His combos are flowing nicely tonight.
Good knee there from Dimmer Kapu. High kick as well.
Those left kicks are coming close. Poposhi still needs to respect that power from Dimmer Kapu.
Big crowd already here filling in the Ahoy Arena. And that kick will send him down. They won't call it a knockdown, no.
No, it was just a timing kick, off balance.
Good counter there, yeah, from Dimmer Kapu. He's having his moments, but Poposhi is having more.
Yeah, those front kicks are now hurting Dimmer Kapu.
Yeah, he's trying to block him with his elbows.
This is where Poposhi comes up with a knee or a scissor knee.
Stop!
They almost seem faster because we're used to the heavyweights from the first few fights.
We are less than an hour away, ladies and gentlemen, from Glory 100. 4 world title fights on top of our last heavyweight standing tournament. Go to DAZN.com/Glory Kickboxing to buy now.
See a lot of back and forth as one guy lands, the other comes back. The exchanges at some point, both were just swinging recklessly. Poposhi trying to set things up. And just unloads.
Yeah, so far Poposhi just looked a little more composed.
Yeah, a little bit more of that experience is starting to come out.
35 pro fights for Poposhi, 18 for Dimmer Kapu. It's 10-8 round. I'm not. Oh, they did deduct a point. I forgot.
Point deduction.
That happened so long ago. It felt like 2 years ago. That's right. So Dimmer Kapu with a lot of work to do. Body kick from Poposhi.
They're just slightly getting the advantages in the exchanges. That back leg is starting to get sore.
No holding. Break, step
Demir
back, step back.
Kapu.
No holding, no holding.
Oh, the leg gave out, Joe.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
muscle cramp.
6,
Is it
7,
the calf?
8. You okay? You okay?
Looks like the
Okay.
calf.
Fight!
Yeah, there's those back leg calf kicks from Poposhi. 1 or 2 more, it's probably done. He went a little high there.
Demir Kapu got a left hook in there. He knows he's on borrowed time.
Let's see what the experience Poposhi has. Old Poposhi would have probably sat there. He's got to keep his range.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, show me.
Now he's going to keep going. The leg is not cooperating. The crowd trying to will him on.
He's just got to go out on the shield.
What a shot! Incredible! From Demir Kapu! I don't believe it!
6, 7, 8. I'm done.
He's okay! Demir Kapu, can he pull off one of the greatest comebacks in Glory history?
There's Mr. Fight of the Night. Let's go!
Insane! Where is this coming from?
Last one for you. Look at me. No clinching. Last one. Fight!
This is one of the wildest rounds in Glory history out of 100 cards, ladies and gentlemen. Demir Kapu looked left for dead. His leg wouldn't work anymore. But then it came to life and dropped Poposhi with a head kick.
Oh, again with it. He was so close in the first 2 rounds.
And he's got it rattled again. Unbelievable.
I was trying to save my energy a little bit. Wow. Jeez. Just chipping away, and then he just snuck it out of nowhere. Good timing there from Poposhi. The leg of Demir Kapu was not far from being done. Then that head kick from nowhere, the place erupted. I lost it. It was just good. Throws the left hand, the left kick comes over it. Good setup, good timing. He even jumped on the ropes.
From zero to hero, Demir Kapu. He'd been dropped twice, had a point deducted. His left leg wasn't working, Joe.
Wow.
And Mr. Fight of the Night is delivered again. And now what does Poposhi do?
Well, they got each other's respect now.
Oh.
Wow.
They should have just stopped it there and just both left.
Yeah.
I don't know what else they could give us.
Oh, man.
So that will be a 10-8 round. Well, actually, no. Demir Kapu got dropped in that round as well. I don't know what the scores are going to be.
Come on, go, fight.
I'm just enjoying it too much to worry about it.
Yeah. Somebody needs to win this by knockout. It's that kind of fight.
Oh, look at that speed counter for Demir Kapu.
We might have a fight of the year here, ladies and gentlemen.
Let's see if Poposhi can go back to that calf. He can't forget about it.
Poposhi was involved in the 2023 fight of the year. He might be doing it in 2025 too.
I hope Poposhi didn't forget about that calf. Demir Kapu couldn't even stand on it, and he's letting him off.
Drawing that knee into the left for Poposhi. They both promised they'd be out for blood, Joe. No one wants a points win here.
Demir Kapu's got confidence after that round. He's bouncing a little bit better.
What do you think happened to his leg?
Well, I think either a calf cramp or some damage from the back leg calf kicks from Poposhi.
Holding.
A minute to go in this enthralling all Brussels showdown.
Whoa.
Man, those big push kicks, front kicks from Poposhi are adding up. Demir Kapu, win or lose, has shown us exactly what he's made of.
Oh, yeah. I'm very impressed with him. Poposhi's now a Glory vet. He's built his time, built his way up. He's been knocked down many times. He's learned how to get back up.
This night was supposed to belong to the heavyweights, but it's this featherweight showdown that has taken this arena by storm. Right hand from Demir Kapu with 10 seconds left.
He's still trucking forward. Eating everything to give something back.
Break, step back, step back, step back.
So, and that will do it. These men deserve a standing ovation. That round 2 was one for the ages.
Wow, that was spectacular. What a scrap. Demir Kapu showed the heart, got knocked down, hit up. Just Poposhi starting really strong, looking good, picking his shots, getting the better of the exchanges. But Demir Kapu was willing to go out on his shield on this fight, mixing in these exchanges, not caring what happens. Both guys just quick, explosive until that second round. Demir Kapu got that head kick, drops Poposhi, then brings that pressure non-stop. He was almost out with his leg, could barely stand. To come back into that second, and then here in the third, very close third round. We have no idea what the scorecard is at all, but we know both gentlemen laid it all out there, put on a spectacular fight for everybody.
Well, remember, Demir Kapu went down to the canvas twice because of his injured leg. So 2 knockdowns, I believe, for Poposhi, as well as a point deduction for holding as we look at the final strike count. But incredible output and action from both of these fighters. That round 2, I'm telling you what, one of the best you will ever see. I don't care what sport you're watching. A lot of different numbers for these judges to add up. A total of, I think, at least 3 knockdowns, 1 point deduction. But all action, and the crowd certainly ate it up as the 2 men and what they called themselves a battle for Brussels lived up to the hype and then some. An intense rivalry that has captivated Brussels and now Rotterdam as well. And Joe, I think it's safe to say a rematch should come sooner than later.
Oh yeah, I definitely agree. It was too fun, too spectacular from 2 young guys. I mean, this definitely has to happen again.
Tim Hughes has our scores. A lot of arithmetic being done for this one. Let's find out what they say.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, this bout goes the distance, so we go to the judges' scorecard. All 5 of our ringside judges see the bout and score the bout the same. 30-25 for your winner by unanimous decision, Brian Poposhi.
I'm here with your winner, Barian Poposhi. We gotta give Demir Kapu his praise too, because that was a spectacular fight. Was a fun fight for you?
French or... Les gars, je vous ai dit, le roi de Bruxelles, ça m'intéresse pas. Moi, ce que je cherche, c'est le roi du monde.
Yeah, I told you so. Kings of Brussels wasn't enough for me. What I want now is to be the king of the world.
Give me your thoughts on that fight. You had him hurt with the legs. He came back, hit you with the head kick. How hurt were you when that moment happened?
Yeah, I know. Denis is a strong opponent. Very good. Very explosive. So the first minute with my coach, you say we need to stay calm, you know, because everything can happen. And when I start the fight, I saw he's not my weight, man. I like Denis, but he's not his weight here. You know, I am 65. Normally he's 61. He not. No. Yeah.
Well, I got to say, we're impressed with it. I gave you the nickname Mr. Fight of the Night, and you lived up to it tonight. So what do you think of that name for yourself in your performance?
Yeah, the Mr. Fight of the Night is your nickname you give me, and I appreciate. So I am happy to have the Mr. Fight of the Night. And I just say something. Merci toi, mes sponsors, surtout TRBA, mon ami Pierre, les autres sponsors qui m'ont aidé durant ma préparation. Et je veux dire que je suis aussi en Albanais. Fajmënderit çdo shqiptar që ka në mbështet. Unë jam kontent që do ju bëj kënaq gjithmonë. Dhe kjo vetëm fillimi.
All right, let's hear it for your winner, Berian Poposhi.
So Berjan Poposhi with his 4th win in Glory, and that certainly will be one for the highlight reel. The man who's beaten Miguel Trindade, and now Demir Kapu says he wants a shot at the featherweight champion. And who will that be? We'll find out later tonight as Petch defends against Trindade at Glory 100. One fight left on our prelim card, and what a fight it could be. Serkan Askaglayan, who always delivers what he calls sleeping pills, will look for his 37th KO against a very rugged and determined Mohamed Touchassi. That fight next.
Undisputed.
You cannot count him out. I just told you. Shocks the world. Has his dream come true?
Future star being born right before our eyes.
And still.
The stunner just dropped the monster as smooth as you like.
Complete domination by Tariq Osama.
Champion of the world.
Tank will just boss you around if you let him. Out of nowhere.
Are we about to crown a new champion?
It's the king.
Buckle your seatbelt, folks.
His reign over the division now dates back to April of 2013. Ladies and gentlemen, our next bout of the evening, 3 3-minute rounds as a catchweight bout. He last appeared at Glory 96 right here in Rotterdam. Please welcome back Mohamed Touchassi.
Mohamed Touchassi not mixing words yesterday. He said, I have to win this. I've lost 2 in a row. No hard feelings, but I will stop this man for sure.
I mean, there's a big storyline here because they were former training partners together at Mike's gym. And it's actually Touchassi who remembered as a young kid watching Serkan growing up. So this is a big moment for him to fight someone he looked up to, a former teammate. But this young man here has a lot of talent, great potential. And from his style, you're going to see why a lot of people call him Little Botter.
Touchassi, 8 years, the junior of Askaglayan, has notable career wins over Robin Chirich, as well as French veteran Bilal Sharouf. But he's chasing his first win since December 2023, and he's going to do what he promises against a former friend.
His debut at Collision 3 was a brief one with a 58-second knockout back in 2021. Here is Serkan Özkaglayan.
It's another Turkey versus Morocco matchup, and Özkaglayan, when we asked him about fighting his friend or former friend, he said, listen, I can't hold back. I want to hit him so hard that he forgets that it was me that hit him, his friend.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
I mean, Özkaglayan on a 2-fight winning streaks versus Namamente. He beat De Geer in his last fight at Collision 7, so Serkan on a nice roll, has a little bit more confidence, and still really motivated to get another crack at the world title.
Promises that his friend Tushasi will have to eat one of those sleeping pills, as Özkaglayan has won 36 of his 47 fights by knockout. 50% KO ratio in Glory, 3 wins by KO in his 6 victories. The cousin of kickboxing legend Gokhan Saki made his debut 4 years ago, Joe. He's been around for a while.
Yeah, he's still finding his way, still improving.
Here we go. It's our tail of the tape final fight of the prelims before our main card Glory 100 starts on DAZN. 6'3", 6'4", Tushasi though with a 6-inch reach advantage.
With professional experience, big edge going to Özkaglayan, 57 to the 19 of Tushasi. And both gentlemen can knock people out with over 75% knockout ratios.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, this catchweight bout scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds. And introducing first, fighting out of the black corner, his debut at Glory 89 ended with a second-round knockout, set to make his 6th Glory start. As a professional, 16 wins with just 3 losses, 12 of those wins coming by way of knockout. At 6 feet 4 inches tall, 1.94 meters, he weighed in at 194 pounds and even 88 kilograms. Fighting tonight out of Morocco, he is Mohamed Tushasi. Here now is his opponent, fighting out of the white corner. He won Knockout of the Year in 2022 and brings with him a 75% knockout ratio. As a professional, 47 wins, 10 losses, 36 wins by knockout. He stands 6 feet 3 inches tall, 1.91 meters, and he weighed in at fight time at 192 pounds, 87.2 kilos. Fighting tonight out of Turkey and ranked number 2 in the Glory World Rankings, here is Serkan Özkaglayan. And once again, your referee in charge, Jan Frana.
Okay, fighters, shake hands. Listen to my comments, follow the rules. Good luck, go back to the corners.
Going to be hard to top the fight we just saw, Joe, but if any 2 guys can do it, these may be the one.
Time.
I agree.
First round, fight!
Özkaglayan loves to start early. He's in the white gloves. Tushasi in the black.
Yep. Serkan coming, pressuring. Knows how dangerous Tushasi is at range.
This is a catchweight fight as well, Joe, so no excuses as far as either man getting fatigued or not having all their power.
Özkaglayan, the southpaw fighter. Tushasi, an orthodox.
Tushasi, more of a circle and move, stick and move guy. Özkaglayan, more of a seek and destroy style.
Tushasi has been preparing with SB Gym and also his original trainer, Khalid. So this is why you see a lot more kicking from him in this fight.
You see him moving, using that legs on the outside.
Oskoglin, who's now 31 years old, said, I'm starting to feel my man power, my man strength. When I'm hitting the pads, I impress myself with how hard I'm hitting. Which is bad news because he's already a hard hitter.
And he's learning how to not throw everything full power. That was one of the things he did. Everything was just to knock you out. So he's learning to set things up a little bit, use his legs, his knees.
Ooh, good right hand from Tuchasi.
Nice combo there from Oskoglin.
Tuchasi. Oh, spinning back fist. That got his attention.
Yeah, that rocked him a little bit.
A nice uppercut. Everything looking good now for the Moroccan.
Yeah, that spinning back fist definitely hurt Oskoglin.
That's the thing about kickboxing, Joe. You don't have time to collect yourself. You know, in boxing, when you got 10 or 12 rounds, you can circle away, maybe give the round away. But here, you got to go right back into the fire.
It's only 3 rounds. Gotta go. Tuchasi looking sharp at range.
Oh, another sniper shot with the right hand. Tuchasi is finding those openings.
Yeah, he's starting to open up a little bit more with his hands.
Got to be careful. All it takes is one from Oskoglin.
Nice solid arm kicks from Tuchasi.
Good opening round for Tuchasi. He threw more, landed more.
Yeah, definitely landed the bigger shots of the round. Nice there, counter, then that spinning back fist just clipped Oskoglin. Just as he missed the kick, followed through, perfect setup.
That could have put him down.
Yeah, just clipped him 1 more inch closer. That would have hit that temple right on, or the jaw.
That's it. Snap je, maar voor de rest doet het heel erg goed wat je ziet. En hij gaat onze adem heen. En pakt zijn lichaam bij je. En meteen door op het hoofd. Kijk eens af. Kom op. Kijk eens af.
Fighter. Well, Tuchasi's coach, Saeed, said, listen, he's a great boxer, but we've added more kicks. He's been wanting to street fight. He's too smart to do that. We want a more disciplined, more well-rounded performance. Is he giving him that right now?
I think in this first round we saw it. He didn't get over-aggressive, started picking his shots, moving, used his legs well. So I would say so.
Oskoglin just may need to be just a little more active. He's just getting outworked. A good defense from Tuchasi.
Yeah, nice slick movement. That's a good position for Oskoglin.
He got caught on the way out. Ooh, that's that left hook. And that's what Tuchasi said. Hey, he's got a left hook. I just can't be there when he throws it.
Yeah.
There's a flying knee and then a slapping right hand as well.
Yep, use that ropes to bounce off.
And Tuchasi looking as good as I've ever seen it.
Yeah, really sharp, disciplined.
Oh, and he clipped Oskoglin! Got him again!
See, this is that patience. Old Tuchasi maybe would have gotten overly aggressive, looking for it. Now he's picking it. He wants that one clean shot.
Well, he knows what could be coming back. It has not been a good night for Serkan.
Serkan needs to let that left straight go.
He's just following him around the ring, Joe.
And he's going to have to try to find a counter at some point, but Tuchasi is countering well himself.
Is he relying too much on that left hook?
Well, I think he's got to mix things up. I think it's just hard the way Tusashi's fighting. Pop that jab, the 1-2.
Tushashi's landed almost 4 times as many strikes. That's outrageous. Now being a little hesitant.
No holding. Step back. He hesitated there for a quick sec. Every time Tusashi opens up, something dangerous is coming. Some quick punches, an odd angle kick.
Straight right hand snaps the head back of Oskaglia.
Yeah, Tusashi's on tonight.
He's seeing everything.
Mixing it well. His legs are flying good. His right hand is landing.
24 minutes away, ladies and gentlemen, from the biggest spectacle in kickboxing history. Glory 100. 13 fights on a massive card live from the Ahoy Arena here in Rotterdam. And it is sold out, Joe. We're already at about 90% capacity, and the main card hasn't even come close to start.
Been a great night so far.
Former training partners meet in the middle of the ring here to start the third. But no more Mr. Nice Guy from Oskaglia, and he's got to get dirty, Joe.
Yeah, he's got to make it messy. He's got to scrap. He's got to go bring it back right away. You can't let Tusashi hit you, then kind of manage his distance again and reset.
Yeah, he's down.
Comfortable.
Sorry, he's down 2 rounds to none. Needs a knockdown. He can get it.
Yeah. Just got to make it a little bit more messy. Don't keep it as clean.
Remember, Oskaglia used to fight as a heavyweight. Left hand from Tushasi. Oh, another right hand buckles the knees from Tushasi.
Nice solid uppercut as well. That's a little bit better from Serkan. Block those kicks, counter back right away.
Good counter left again. Tushasi, he's just seeing everything.
Going blocks and counters.
He's in the zone. This is better pressure from Oskaglia. He caught him with a quick little check right.
Yeah.
Backed him up. That might have hurt him a little bit. Can he take advantage? This is where he needs to let his hands go.
There's a little flash for sure, but came blasting out. It's impressive to see Tusashi, only 23 years old. He says his dream and his goal, and he guarantees he'll be a heavyweight one day.
Good uppercut, left hand.
Circles his way out. Keeps his range and then goes back to work.
If you're a fan of Oskaglia, though, you know if he could just land one of those massive hooks, everything could change. We saw it in our last fight, right? Anything can happen in kickboxing. But Serkan doesn't even look that fatigued, Joe. I just feel like he just can't figure Tushasi out.
He keeps getting hit with those shots that is really hard for him to open up. He's been hit with quite a few big shots.
It's strange that someone who knows someone so well, their former training partners, just can't work his way out. Oh, he got clipped again with a right hand. Tushasi.
As he just moves and cut his angles too. His ring awareness is very good in this fight. He's fighting, moving backwards, circling, but he knows what he's doing, where he's stepping, how to circle and exit. There's a Serkan left hand.
Got to do it now or never with 5 seconds to go. And that will do it. The 20th fight of Mohamed Touchasi's career was his best performance ever.
Yeah, sharp, technical, like I keep mentioning. The way he mixed those legs was really impressive. Stayed calm, stayed relaxed, and just played a great game. Found a spinning back fist early. Saw it rock Oxcogli, and he definitely got his respect and attention. And then from there, it was just very difficult for Oxcogli to land a big clean shot. He was pressuring. He had good moments. But the better moments seem to have come from Touchasi with his mixed combinations, his movement, just finding the right shots.
Touchasi told us, I absolutely have to win this fight. I have no other choice, and boy, did he. And he did it in dominating fashion. We're about to look at the stats here, Joe. And the output was very similar. But when you look at total strikes landed, Touchasi landing over double the amount as Oxcogli.
Yeah, he was just sharp. Everything was landing good. And I just love the strike selection of mixing those kicks and punches very well.
Under 20 minutes to go till Glory 100 live on DAZN, ladies and gentlemen. And it will be incredible. 13 fights scheduled for that card, including 2 4-man, one-night heavyweight tournaments and 4 world title fights. Right now, though, let's find out officially who got the job done here. Tim Hughes with the scores.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, this bout goes the distance, so let's take a look at the judges' scorecard. All 5 of our ringside judges see the bout, score the bout the same, 30-27, a unanimous decision. All for your winner, Mohamed Touchasi.
I'm here with your winner, Mohamed Touchasi. I know this was a difficult fight for you. You know Serkan well, training partners. You looked up to him. How did this fight play out for you?
It was a tough fight. You know, Serkan, he gave me a hard, tough fight. I know Serkan, he comes always to fight. And I like him really as a person. So I hope he will do in the next fight feel better.
Well, you look great technically. You made some changes in your camp, your movement, your striking. Used those kicks very well. Give me your thoughts on the new camp and how you performed.
No, I think I have here now the dream team. Everybody can dream about this team. Said, Khalid, Ridwan, he's there from day one. And these guys are amazing, and they know what my qualities are. And we go to the drawing board to improve my skills.
Well, you look great tonight. We look forward to seeing you again. Let's hear it for your winner, Mohamed Touchasi.
I want Brown next. Robbie, where are you? We want Brown. I have a list I want Brown. Brown is the first one in my list. Boss.
All right, your winner, Mohamed Touchasi.
Well, he's calling his shots. I don't know if he'll get it, but he knows where he wants to go. And he did call his shot tonight, said, I will win this fight. I absolutely have to. And Joe, as you run down here back to ringside, he's improved by leaps and bounds since we first saw his debut back at Glory 89. And he's only 23 years old.
I mean, I thought he looked impressive. He was confident. The way he speaks on the mic, calls his shots. I mean, he did great tonight.
Yeah, and what a prelim to start things off. Incredible win by Poposhi. That's our fight of the night so far. We also have the 2 semifinalists winning their heavyweight tournaments. They'll advance to the finals in our Glory 100 main card, as well as the other 2 4-man heavyweight tournaments. And we have 4 world title fights. Joe, put into perspective what Glory 100 means to you into the sport.
Well, I mean, I think it's huge. I mean, for those who know me, obviously I'm a massive kickboxing fan. To start at Glory 6, to be here at 100 is something special. So this fight card just lives up to it. I mean, to bring the best kickboxers from different weight classes, but nothing bigger in kickboxing than the heavyweight. So tonight is special for me, and I know a lot of you back at home as well.
All right, we're going to go get rehydrated and get pumped up as we're about 15 minutes away from the start of Glory 100. Hang in there, ladies and gentlemen. Right now, let's take you back to our Glory 100 preview show, and we'll see you back live at the top of the hour.
Undisputed.
You cannot count him out. I just told you. Shocks the world. Has his dream come true? Future star being born right before our eyes.
And still.
What a stunner! Just dropped the monster as smooth as you like. Complete domination by Tariq Osama.
Champion of the world.
Tank will just boss you around if you let him. Out of nowhere. Are we about to crown a new champion?
It's the King.
Buckle your seatbelt, folks.
His reign over the division now dates back to April of 2013.
Все отлично, я рад вернуться в свое родное, забрать свои пояса, и дальше будет видно. Но сейчас предстоящий бой, я буду готовиться к нему.
This opponent just like it, I don't know, it tickles me and it sparks something in me because it's a different challenge, and a challenge we haven't had before.
Да, сейчас Рика это, конечно, большой чемпион. Это уже много лет, на протяжении многих лет доминирующий чемпион, поэтому для нас это вызов. Я люблю вызовы, такие для кого-то, можно сказать, непреодолимые. То, что говорят люди, там, не верят в меня, это наоборот меня мотивирует на победу. Поэтому мы полностью отдаем отчет, что мы можем это сделать, и мы победим в этом бою. Я уверен, в своей голове есть план, который будем действовать и который доведет до победы.
Light heavyweights are doing amazing in the heavyweight tournament. This guy has been a light heavyweight champion for years and years, and I'm 100% sure if he would be in the tournament, he would beat a lot of these guys. I am taking this fight 100% serious.
The three remaining title fights, all are rematches. In the light heavyweight division, Tariq Kababez defends his title against Sergey Maslavoyev for the second time in a rematch of one of the closest ever Glory fights back at Glory Collision 4. In the featherweight division, current champion Pech Panamorung goes up against Miguel Trindade in a title rematch from Glory 97, where Pech narrowly escaped with a split decision win. And finally, in the other world title rematch, Donovan Visa defends his middleweight championship against #1 ranked Michael Boapea.
I cannot fit in the boxes. Stop it. Quitting was never an option. Exhausted. This passion is never exhausted. And you cannot stop it. Nah, you cannot stop it.
Ik ben nu kampioen. En nu is de kunst kampioen blijven. Kampioen worden is niet makkelijker, maar het is mogelijk. Maar kampioen blijven is nog moeilijker. Iedereen jaagt op mij, iedereen noemt mijn naam. Laat ze allemaal maar komen.
I will show the people that 38 is a new 25. That's it. I feel really good, really strong, really energetic, really powerful, really motivated, dedicated, and still moving forward. And you will see that.
The guidance so much he's showing me, shaping me, growing me, taking me sowing seeds. A growing tree, y'all get a load of me. Yeah, don't let them slow me. I get the bag like a grocery. I'm on my grind.
Just need to go there and fucking smash faces. That's it. Sometimes like this. And that thing I'm gonna do to my friend Tariq.
Mijn grootste gevecht is gewoon mijn gewicht. Dat is mijn grootste gevecht, gewicht halen. Dus veel afvallen. Want ik ben van natuur gewoon zwaargewicht. Ik loop ongeveer 110.
We're learning new techniques. I don't like to promise. I like to do more than speak. But I will try to show some new skills, some things that people are not waiting from me, as well as the fat boy. He will wait one thing, but will get another thing.
De partij ga ik hem echt lesje leren.
What can I promise? That it's gonna be a blast. It's gonna be a bomb, and you're gonna see a real good fight. A fight full of emotions, full of energy, and man, I will leave my heart there. That I can promise.
Ik ben een vechter die 5 rondes lang knalt en echt een show van maakt. Het wordt echt een hele gezellige, mooie avond.
So I think you're next, man.
He's been very dominant. What do you think?
I don't even think I'm next. I know I'm next.
The first time I already won. This is the second time I'm going to win again.
Thank you for that fight, bro. Because you made the most out of me.
The first time he thought he was ready. He was shouting, I won the belt, I won the belt. Well, he got his shot, he lost. So the second time he's gonna lose again.
He wasted my time as he did the last time, and he did it again, you know? You're wasting my time, and that's why I called him a waste man.
I know on the 14th, I'm gonna be the champion still, again, and always.
He's talking a lot of smack, I'm talking smack back, and we will see on the day when we have to fight. The first fight, he was a little bit smarter.
He said I was a little bit smarter. I was a lot smarter than you in that fight.
This time is gonna be different, you know?
Vision of a fight, I have my vision of a fight. I won that fight.
Bro,
you know that I won.
Nobody said
you knew that I would win.
Nobody said you didn't win that fight.
I know.
I already gave you your props. You won that fight. You were the better man that day. But what I'm telling you is
every day.
What I'm telling you is
every day.
What I'm telling you is
every day I'm the better guy.
And then new, man, and new.
I'm going to win. I know I'm going to win. Already won.
Well, we've already broken down the 4 different 4-man, one-night heavyweight tournaments, but wait, there's more. We've got 4 world title fights on the line, and to break those down, we welcome back in Bazooka Joe, Joseph Valtellini. Let's start in the featherweight division. It's a rematch from Petch's closest fight in years as he takes on Miguel Trindade again. What do you expect to see?
Well, I think of the big 4 title fights that we have, this is the one that I think I'm not going to say most excited for because nothing gets bigger than that Rico Vakitov fight, but Petch versus Trindade has been a little bit of a build-up, which I'm excited for. They last met at Glory 97 in Japan in an 8-man tournament. And if you've seen Miguel Trindade in that tournament, it was something spectacular. Knocking out Haraguchi, knocking out Chad Collins, and then taking Petch Penamarung to a split decision is something spectacular. And this is why Miguel Trindade has become personally one of my favorite fighters to watch. He's spectacular, he's aggressive, and he loves to go for the kill and the big knockout. But that's a very difficult task when you fight someone like Petch. Petch now, to me, has got to be at the top of the pound-for-pound best kickboxers in the world. He's been so dominant with his Muay Thai style. You know what Petch is going to do? I feel this one is a great chance for Trindade to get the win, but Petch, the way he's been dominant and consistently dominating division, that's no easy task.
Yeah, Petch always seems to find a way to win. Let's talk about the middleweight world championship on the line. Donovan Visa in another rematch against Michael Boapea. He wants to drop those bombs, Joe. Can he get the win in the rematch this time?
Well, I think for sure Michael Boapea can get it done. Since their last meeting, those two last met at Collision 6. That would have been November 2023. So since then, it's been Michael Boapea really gaining the momentum. Since their fight, Boapea has been on a 5-fight winning streak. His last 2 fights, he even moved up in weight in light heavyweight division, beating guys like El Buni, Latescu. That's massive. So momentum is in the favor of Boapea, but Donovan Wieser is a technician. And I talk about Petch and you talk about the Rico Verhoevens, but when it comes to one of the most technical kickboxers, you got to put Donovan Wieser there. He's sharp offensively, good defensively. He's just an overall technical kickboxer, and that's why he's one of my favorites to watch as well. But Boapea, his relentless, his pressure, his confidence, and that's what's going to give him a big shot. So Donovan Wieser better be well-trained and prepare for a different type of Boapea, because I haven't seen any fighter in Glory as hungry and as motivated as the Time Bomb.
So it's Suriname versus Ghana in that one, and another 2 countries squaring off for the light heavyweight championship. Tariq Kababez, the Dutch Moroccan, squaring off against Sergey Maslaboyev from Lithuania. Maslaboyev has admitted, hey, he's on the, the tail end of his career, but he believes he's got one more title run left in him. Does he beat the Tank?
Well, I mean, I think it's a very good shot at doing it. I mean, when you look at the structure of the two, Maslaboyev's tall, he's built good, he's more of the technical fighter, but what the Tank has, he's got a mindset that very few have. I mean, he might not be the biggest, he might not be the strongest, but he definitely has one of the biggest wills to win. His combinations, his pressure, his power, we've always called him basically the Mike Tyson of kickboxing with his power punches and his low kicks. I think that will is very hard to beat, but when it comes to a technical fight, I think that's where Maslaboyev has the edge. Can he take Kababez into those deep waters, push him, try to fatigue him, try to land those big shots? Going to be tough, but I think Maslaboyev has a good shot if he could really break that will of the Tank.
Well, we know Kababez, one of the fan favorites in Rotterdam, will be rocking to see if Tariq can retain his light heavyweight championship. Finally, the big one, the coup de grace, Joe. Rico Verhoeven defending his title for a 14th time. He hasn't lost in over 4,000 days in Glory, but Artem Vakhitov just might have the recipe to do it. Why do you believe the former light heavyweight champion can move up and beat the King?
Well, for me, this fight is all about movement versus pressure, right? We know Rico Verhoeven is one of the best pressure fighters in the world, high guarded, coming forward, but what Vakhitov does well is he moves well, he can hit and move, and that's the big key for him in here. He's got to be able to move around Rico Verhoeven and not be caught against the ropes and in the corners, but that's where he shines, especially with his run in the UFC and in MMA. In MMA, you learn to have to move. You can't just sit in the pocket in a high guard in MMA, so it's Vakhitov really working that movement in his MMA that can play a big favor for him. The other big question is Rico Verhoeven's power, his size. But we've seen with fighters in the past, a good example, a Gokhan Saki, someone who's really quick. He used speed and combinations to get the job done. So this is kind of what I see the biggest approach for Vakhitov. He's got to use his movement and his speed against the pressure and the power of Rico Verhoeven. So can he get it done? Absolutely. I think it's going to be a harder fight for Rico than people think, because he has to follow a smaller fighter around. He's got to try to match that pace a little bit, which is something different for Rico Verhoeven. But to dethrone the King after 4,000 days of being a champion, the amount of title defenses he had, the 5-round championship experience, you have to remember, while Vakhitov was in MMA doing the UFC run, Rico stayed true to kickboxing, gained momentum in the ring. He's done 8-man tournaments, defended his title again. So my heart wants to say Rico Verhoeven gets it done, but don't count out the Russian in Vakhitov.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, get ready. We're about, 2 minutes and change away from Glory 100. Joe, of all the fights, other than the main event, obviously, which one are you most excited to see?
Well, I got to go with Boapea Donovan Wieser. I think Donovan Wieser is one of the most technical fighters we have on the rosters, but Boapea has kind of come up and really built some momentum and built some confidence. They were talking some trash, so they sold me on that fight.
Yeah, and Petch Panmarong versus Miguel Trindade, their first fight, a split decision win for Petch. That was at the end of a one-night, 8-man tournament. Yeah. Tonight, they get each other at 100%. And according to the odds makers, it's almost an even fight, which is crazy considering how dominant Petch has been.
Oh, Petch is so dominant, but you see how young and explosive Miguel Trindade is. And he's becoming a lot of people's favorite fighter to watch because he's a featherweight that can knock people out. So that's why I think he's got a good shot tonight.
All right, we're headed to DAZN now for Glory 100.
Undisputed!
You cannot count him out! I just told you.
Shocks the world. Has his dream come true?
Future star being born right before our eyes.
And still. What a stunner!
Just dropped the monster. As smooth as you like. Complete domination by Tariq Osara.
Champion of the world.
Tank will just boss you around if you let him. Out of nowhere. Are we about to crown a new champion?
It's the team.
Buckle your seatbelt, folks.